standings.
And we're talking with Coach Sean Cannon in the Coach's Corner here, brought to you by Trustmark Bank on the Davis Ford pregame show. Just moments away from the First American National Bank opening kickoff. Well, Sean, let's talk about it. Some of the keys to victory tonight, brought to you by the Bank of Okolona. In your eyes, what's it going to take to come away with a W for the good guys?
You know, we've got to make plays on both sides of the football in the kicking game. You know, that's been a staple every week. And, you know, Holmes is going to come in. They're going to be a triple option football team. And, you know, you've got to do a good job of playing discipline. You've got to do a good job of taking the dive, the quarterback, and then, you know, containing their pitch. And, you know, they do a lot of things well offensively, but you get a team like this and you make them have to play from behind, it's a different story. You know, this offense is designed to get up on people and then grind the clock out. And so we have to make teams like this drive the football, and hopefully eventually they're going to turn the thing over to us. And you know, that's probably one of the biggest things we've got to focus on defense. Offensively, we got to be ready to make big plays. You know, we've got to cash in on those opportunities that we get. You know, last week we came out, had a great first drive of the ball game, and then you know, we got to be able to do that consistently over a period of a game. We got to continue to run the football and you know, eat up those ground yardage, because I think we've done a good job of that the first couple of weeks. I think we've proven that, you know, against some pretty good competition, we was able to establish the run game. You know, and as well as we can keep running it, that's going to open up our passing game even more for these guys to come up and make some plays. And then in the kicking game, can't have any breakdowns. You know, we had a positive last week with a block punt for a touchdown. That gave us some momentum there, and then we give up a couple of long returns, and we had the breakdown on the kickoff return. But you know, hopefully we've got those things you know, ironed out this week, and we're looking to come out and play a flawless game, and hopefully also keep our penalties low. Last week I think we had 40 yards in penalties, so that was one positive that we came out of the game with. But just got to keep keeping on and doing things we got to do to win this ball game.
That was Keys to Victory, brought to you by John Herod and the folks over at the Bank of Okolona. Sean, real quick, just ICC Spotlight, brought to you by Tupelo State Farm agent Rich Potter. Special night here at ICC, Military Appreciation Night. One of your assistant coaches, Tyrone Fox, former member of the military. Just talk about this night and what it means, not only to the program, but for you.
You know, we get to do a job, and the kids get to play a game that they love, and so much is put into what we go through every day in practice, and you know, our film and meetings and that type thing, and it's a very, very minute part of everything that goes on that we don't understand and we don't appreciate a lot of times. That what the armed services do for our country, you know, that allow us to be able to play this game, and you know, it's a small token that we can give back to our military to recognize them tonight. And you know, it's always a special night to go out and see those different units that get nominated and get and get recognized, that, you know, how much they sacrifice, you know, not only for themselves but their families sacrifice for us to be able to say that we live in a free country. And so that's something we'll never take for granted as long as we're here. And you know, so I think it's a special night, and I know it's going to be a packed crowd, and it's going to be an awesome atmosphere for our first home game for sure.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully the rain will hold off, but it'll be a great night, and the good guys will end with a W.
That's what we're hoping for, and we've worked for it, and so we, you know, I just think this team needs some success, needs good things to happen to them, and hopefully we can make some things happen on our side of play, and force Holmes into some mistakes, and take advantage of some things that we feel like that we can take advantage of that they give us, and hopefully we'll come out with a W and be 1-0 in the North, and get ready to take off for a little time and have a long week coming up next week. So we got to put all our eggs in this basket, because these are ones that matter.
Well, Sean, we want to thank you for taking time out of your day to talk to us here on the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Trustmark Bank. Good luck, and let's go Indians.
All right, appreciate it.
This has been the Davis Ford pregame show. We're going to step away and come back with more right after this.
Itawamba Loans in Fulton is the oldest loan company in Itawamba County. Since 1978, President Gary Gray has been handing out loans of all kinds.
Adam?
Yes,
Cindy
ma'am.
Hayes is the office manager,
All right,
while Teresa
part
Mitchell
three.
is the
Do you want me to
secretary
start
at
with
Itawamba
part
Loans.
three and then go
They're
straight
located
into
on
the
North
JUCO?
Cummings in Fulton.
Say
The
that
phone
again.
number at Itawamba Loans,
Okay, this next part. Do you want me to do
862-2123.
the
That
JUCO
number
weekly
again,
and then this part, or do you want me to do this part and then the JUCO
Itawamba
weekly?
Loans in
Do
Fulton.
JUCO weekly and then go into my part.
Okay,
This
that's
ICC
what I wanted to
athletic
clarify.
broadcast
Thank you.
is brought to you in part by Wheeler Family Dentistry on South Adams in Fulton. Dr. Ronald Wheeler has been providing quality dental services since 1987. You can contact Wheeler Family Dentistry at 866-605-1169 for more information or to learn more about Wheeler Family Dentistry. By the Bank of Okolona. It's a hometown bank that has been serving Okolona and the surrounding communities for more than 75 years. Whether it's a personal deposit account or a business loan that brings you to the Bank of Okolona, we can help.
Okay, kids, road trip game. I'm thinking of a delicious yet affordable place to eat. 20 questions, go.
Is it McDonald's?
Yes, how'd you know?
We're sitting in a McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, okay. Drive-through lady. I'm thinking of a cold beverage. 20 questions, go.
Is it this large Coke that I'm handing you?
I see you people brought your A game.
Choose our $5 Big Mac Sandwich Extra Value Meal or $5 10-piece Chicken McNuggets Extra Value Meal. Your choice at McDonald's.
I'm thinking of a musical number.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
Prices and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by Trustmark Bank in Tupelo, Fulton, and Columbus. Trustmark is a Mississippi-based bank. Yes, it's a large regional bank, but managed locally by the Baptist Student Union on the Fulton campus. The BSU is the oldest, largest, and most active religious club on campus, serving ICC students since 1954.
And by your Fulton Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Let Joey help you with all of your insurance needs. Go with the home team, Joey Cox and Fulton Farm Bureau.
I'm Mike Fraser with the Mississippi Community and Junior College Football Report, brought to you by JUCOweekly.org, your one source for Mississippi Community and Junior College scores, stats, and news. Well, the latest NJCAA football poll was released. East Mississippi remains number 1 in the land at 2-0 on the young season. Mississippi Gulf Coast up 3 spots to number 4. Jones County makes the jump from number 9 to number 5 nationally. Colin ranks 11th, and crashing the party at number 18, William Jones and his Pearl River Community College Wildcats. Full slate of games around the MACJC tonight. Northwest visits Northeast in Boonville. That is 6:30 kickoff. Number 18, Pearl River, travels to Hines to open divisional play in Raymond. Number 4, Mississippi Gulf Coast, travels to East Central. They're breaking in the brand new turf provided by EnviroTurf Services on the campus of East Central Community College as Dr. Billy Stewart and his staff and the ECCC alum break in turf field. That'll be football and soccer that'll be played on that field for many, many seasons to come. Number 1, East Mississippi is at Coahoma. Mississippi Delta travels to number 11, Colin. Southwest visits number 5, Jones County Junior College. And Holmes travels to Itawamba to take on the Indians. For score, stats, and news, log on to JUCOweekly.org. A couple of reminders tonight after the games. Log on to your local Super Talk Mississippi station for the Mississippi JUCO Football Scoreboard Show. Game reports from broadcasters from around the state. And then on Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock, tune into your local MPB TV channel for Inside Mississippi JUCO Football. Game highlights of all 7 games played around the MACJC. Reporting, I'm Mike Frazier.
A special thanks to Mike Frazier of JUCOweekly.org for that ICC Spotlight brought to you by Tupelo State Farm agent Rich Potter. Now it's time to take a look at the Coca-Cola starting lineup on offense for your Indians. Starting at quarterback, a 6'4", 230-pound freshman from Greenwood, Mississippi, number 10, Quadra Griggs. At running back, a 5'10", 190-pound freshman from Meridian, number 14, Richard McQuarley. At receiver, a 6'4", 205-pound sophomore from South Haven, Mississippi, number 6, Jaquez McMillan. At receiver, a 6'3", 240-pound freshman from Starkville, Mississippi, number 85, Stanley Higgins. At receiver, a 6'2", 235-pound sophomore from Columbus, Mississippi, number 82, Dalen Moore. At receiver, a 5'11", 190-pound sophomore from Macon, Mississippi, number 1, Janardrian Jones. At left tackle, a 6'5", 285-pound sophomore from South Haven, Mississippi, number 72, Joe Bacchus. At left guard, a 6'1", 330-pound freshman from Oxford, Mississippi, number 65, Clifton Smith. At center, a 6', 295-pound freshman from Meridian, Mississippi, number 56, Pierre Bird. At right guard, a 6'2", 305-pound sophomore from Oxford, Mississippi, number 61, Joel Forrester. And at right tackle, a 6'4", 305-pound freshman from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, number 51, Marshall Eads. And now for the Coca-Cola defensive starting lineup for your Indians. Starting at defensive end, a 6'3", 285-pound sophomore from Oxford, Mississippi, number 8, Xavier Pegues. At nose tackle, a 6'3", 330-pound freshman from Georgetown, South Carolina, number 77, Naquez Pringle. At defensive end, a 6'5", 235-pound sophomore from College Park, Georgia, number 11, Larry Jefferson. At linebacker, a 6'2", 235-pound sophomore from Grenada, Mississippi, number 5, Miles Hargis. At linebacker, a 6'1", 225-pound sophomore from Horn Lake, Mississippi, number 44, Benny McCall. At linebacker, a 6'2", 240-pound sophomore from Shannon, Mississippi, number 18, Devin Gillian. At linebacker, a 6', 240-pound freshman from Charleston, Mississippi, number 34, Clawan Street. At defensive back, a 6'2", 195-pound sophomore from Ackerman, Mississippi, number 2, Quentin Lane. At defensive back, a 5'11", 190 sophomore from Jackson, Mississippi, number 24, Chance McNulty. At defensive back, a 6'2", 280-pound freshman from St. Petersburg, Florida, number 21, Ken Hibbler. And at defensive back, a 5'10", 175-pound sophomore from Houston, Mississippi, number 13, Sharon Wright. Now, there's still a little time to go before we kick this one off, so be sure and grab an ice-cold Coca-Cola as we're just moments away from the First American National Bank opening kickoff here from Eaton Field between the Indians and Holmes Bulldogs. We're going to take a break and wrap up the Davis Ford pregame show right after these words from our sponsors.
2 minutes to live, Adam.
It's a new online community dedicated to those who live, work, and play
2 minutes to live.
Thank you.
Whether you're a business owner looking to connect with the online community or an individual looking to connect with friends, start your own blog, or find a place to eat or shop, NEMS360.com is the place to be. Membership in NEMS360.com is free and available now. So visit today. It's NEMS360.com, a product of Journal Publishing Company. The site again is NEMS360.com.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by the Houston Banking Center. It's the new branch affiliated with the Bank of Okolona. The Houston Banking Center offers multiple services to assist our customers in all financial situations and is located at 321 West Madison in Houston. And by the Houston Monument Company. It's located on Highway 8 West in Houston. The phone number at the Houston Monument Company is 456-3093. Itawamba Loans in Fulton is the oldest loan company in Itawamba County. Since 1978, President Gary Gray has been handing out loans of all kinds. Cindy Hayes is the office manager, while Teresa Mitchell is the secretary at Itawamba Loans. They're located on North Cummings in Fulton. The phone number at Itawamba Loans, 862-2123. That number again, 862-2123. Itawamba Loans in Fulton.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by First American National Bank in Fulton, doing business the old-fashioned way. First American National Bank, with convenient locations all over Northeast Mississippi. By the Subways in Fulton, Tupelo, Saltillo, and Nettleton. Subway, eat fresh.
By your State Farm agent in Tupelo, Rich Potter. Rich's agency is on South Thomas Street. Give him a call at 842-8112 and ask Rich about State Farm's tremendous reductions in auto rates and car loans.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're back live here from Eaton Field as the Davis Ford pregame show continues, as we're still in our countdown to that First American National Bank opening kickoff. I welcome the second team member tonight, Mr. Jim Ingram, stepping into the Foundation broadcast booth. And Mr. Jim, a special night, military appreciation night here in Fulton. Holmes Bulldogs coming to town. It's going to be a good night of football.
Big night of football, Adam, and glad to be here tonight. And like you said, a special night, military appreciation. We appreciate what our military does for us, and it's just the right thing to do tonight to honor them. And we'll have a great crowd here tonight. A lot of military people, a lot of people ready for the first home game. Very exciting night tonight.
Absolutely, as they are waiting the ICC Dining Services coin toss here. They're meeting at midfield. Jim, the Indians in red. White pants, kind of look like Ole Miss out there.
They do. They do. Look sharp with the blue helmets and the white pants. It does look like Ole Miss. And Ole Miss has started out the year pretty well. I hope the Indians look well tonight. Look good. And we need a big win. We hadn't had a North game yet. You made some good points earlier. Adam and Coach Cannon did too. You know, both these teams played two strong Southern teams from the South area. They're 1-1. We're 0-2. But it's a good night to start out 1-0 in the North tonight at home.
Absolutely. Holmes picking up a win over Hines, losing last week to Pearl River. They're taking their time on this ICC Dining Services coin toss, so we'll keep it here as we're closing in on that First American National Bank opening kickoff. Jim, let's talk about this crowd. You know, everybody's been itching to get back out here to Eaton Field, try to see the Indians play for the first time. We've had some good teams, good crowd travel, but man, an outstanding crowd tonight here in Fulton.
It's great to have the home crowd, Adam. You know, give Dr. Jan Reed Bunch and President Mike Eaton credit. We had a great tailgate earlier today. I got the opportunity to go over and I did get to sample the food. And
nice,
it was good, but we had an outstanding crowd there. They made some improvements here at the stadium. It's a good-looking stadium. Great night for football. The rain stayed away. Yes, it's a little warm, but it's September in Mississippi, okay?
Absolutely.
But it's going to be a nice night. The sun's going down. We're getting a little breeze right now. It's a great crowd. They're coming to support the Indians. They're coming to support the military. We look for a great night of football.
Well, ICC won the ICC Dining Services coin toss. That's Sodexo that we enjoy lunch there every day. But the ICC wins the toss and defer, and they will kick things off here to start the first half. So the Indians will go on defense. Jim, let's talk about one of the things that we've noticed. A lot of guys on the sideline that we used to see dress up tonight. We had number 1, Janardrian Jones, as well as number 99, Derek Parks, that are not dressed out tonight, and trying to keep eye on a few other people throughout the rest of the night that may not be that we're used to seeing play.
There's no doubt, Adam, and injuries is part of football, but those are two key players that mean a lot to our team, and we're going to miss them tonight. Somebody else has got to step it up. And we've got some good second-team players. We've got a lot of depth on offense and defense.
Absolutely. As they like to say, next man in will be the theme tonight. Well, the Indians are getting set to tee this one off. The fans are on their feet chopping. I tell you what, it gives you chill bumps whenever you're at Eaton Field and that chop hits.
No doubt. The chop's alive and well. We've got a great crowd. They're ready for a win tonight. We're playing a good, solid team in the Holmes Bulldogs. Let's tee it up and play.
Absolutely. So we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kickoff as we shut down the Davis Ford pregame show. We want to thank Davis Ford, located here in Fulton. Jim, just a hop, skip, and a jump away from the press box over here. So if you're looking for a car, looking for a Ford, go see Davis Ford here in Fulton.
Mr. Davis has been a tremendous supporter of Itawamba Community College, of all the sports, academics. He's been an icon for ICC, and we appreciate him supporting the school.
Absolutely. And so now we take a look, trying to pick up the numbers. Be glad you didn't go to Jones with us last week.
Number 1, Trey Massey, back deep to receive for the Bulldogs.
So we got Massey back to receive for Holmes. And this is going to be Tyler Jackson.
Tyler Jackson kicking off for the Indians. Kicks it deep. Holmes will return it, catches the ball at the 5-yard line. Adam, he's going up the left sideline, and he's corralled about the 25-yard line. Knocked down by Ken Hibbler. Holmes Bulldogs will start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line as we start the game.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 situation to go here. Sorry about that. Had to take your little house.
I understand. You got to know you to handle it.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 situation. Ball is going to be at the 25-yard line where the Bulldogs take over. Bulldogs wearing all white tonight. And, Jim, I tell you what, they like the ground attack, and they like to ground it out for a while.
We heard they're going to run the football, or try to run the football. And I know our defense, Sean Cannon, is the defensive coordinator besides being the head coach, and I hope that he's got them ready to stop this run.
Absolutely. So that was a toss on 1st down. So it's going to be a pickup of about 3, maybe 4. We'll see where they officially mark the ball. Looks to be a pickup of 4 on the play for the Bulldogs. So a nice pickup on 1st down to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Tackle made by number 4, Quinn Tiggs.
That was Quinn Tiggs on the tackle for the Indians. So Holmes, that old school style, running out of the huddle. They run a wing T set here. And a name that the North Mississippi area is going to be familiar with, Mitchell Cunningham, is a big part of that run. This time they're going to give to the first man through. He battles forward, fights forward for a gain of 3 on the play. So to bring up a 3rd down and a long 3 to go.
Right, and that was Cunningham then, running the ball. The North Pontotoc native, good-looking running back, 5'10", 220-pound sophomore. He's been, matter of fact, he leads the team in rushing this year, and like you said, Adam, it's 3rd down and 3 right now.
Yeah, we have to keep an eye on him. He's got his jersey tucked underneath his shoulder pads, so it's hard to pick up his number. So a 3rd down and 3 situation, man in motion, toss out is to number 10, trying to get to the outside of the corner. Big time hit that time by the Indians as the Indians stuff them, and that's going to be Quinn Tiggs coming in and making the stop. Big stop there on 3rd down.
Big stop, and Quinn Tiggs, you know, it's been a backup, and now he is starting a defensive back. 3 and out on this first series. Tiggs on 2 of the tackles. That's what you wanted to start the game like, 3 and out.
1 yard gain on the play that time. That was, I believe, Arthur Turner on the carry. So to bring up a 4th down and 2 situation, it looks like that Holmes is going to come out to punt this one away. The Indians not sending anybody back just yet. Looks like they may not even have anybody back. They're just going to try to sell out and play for the fake. And that appears to be the case here. So they're going to line up. They show the punt. Now they're going to take a little running style, rugby style punt. It's going to hit at the 30, bounce and roll inside the 20 down to about, or excuse me, inside the 25 down to about the 21-yard line. And that's where the Indians will take over 1st and 10.
It's a good punt, about 48-yard punt for Holmes. Of course, we didn't have anybody back. We thought they might fake the punt, but a nice job by ICC's defense. First series, it went 3 and out. 1st and 10 for the Indians from their own 20-yard line. Let's get something. Let's get some first downs. Let's move the ball down the field. Change the field position.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10. They're actually going to mark the ball on the 20, even though it was touched inside the 21. So the ball's going to be marked at the 20. So the Indians 80 yards to pay dirt. And this is going to be, actually, we thought it was going to be Quadra Griggs at quarterback, but instead it's going to be Belton getting the start. It's going to be a handoff to McQuarley. He's going to bounce it up the middle, out and around the 25-yard line. Looks like a gain of 25, or excuse me, a gain of 5.5. We'll give him a gain of 5 on 1st down. Good pickup on 1st down.
No doubt, and McQuarley's been a pleasant surprise, leading the team with 250 yards rushing. The freshman from Meridian, Mississippi, at 190 pounds, runs very hard.
Absolutely. The Indians not wasting any time here as they quickly get back out of the no huddle. This time to give us to McQuarley, looking to cut through the inside, does so, picks up the 1st down, and then some. So it looks like that's going to be a Etowah Loan's 1st down. We'll see. The official actually tossed his hat, but apparently nothing going on there. So it's going to be a 1st down for the Indians, a gain of 6 on the play.
Good gain. Bennett on the tackle. 1st and 10 Indians from their own 32-yard line.
So the ball now is at the 32-yard line. Little toss out. This is going to be to McQuarley looking for the screen. It's broke up nicely that time, but it's hit and it's dragged forward. There is a flag down, and I tell you what, they just could not bring that man to the ground as McQuarley just was drug out of bounds as there is a flag on the play.
McQuarley caught the little swing pass, tried to set up a screen. We did not get the block. Unfortunately, there's a flag down. Let's check it out here, Adam.
So we'll wait to see who this penalty is on. It appears that it's going to be on the Indians as they're backing up.
Block in the back, number 84, red. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So block in the back was the call, and it goes against the Indians. Unfortunate break there, but replay the down.
Right, it's still 1st down, but we'll start out, I believe, at our own 21-yard, 22-yard line. And, Adam, you got a 1st down, 1st and 20.
So absolutely. So it'll be a 1st down and 20 situation, as Jim just mentioned. We go 2 tight end set. Looks like this time offset tight ends. This time the give is going to be to McQuarley. Actually, no. Belton had it, lost it, but was able to fall back on top of it. So right now, the Indians going the wrong way, as that's going to be a loss of 4 on the play after the fumble.
No doubt. I'm not sure if Belton was trying to hand it to him or fake it to him, but they ran into each other, and it wasn't a smooth handoff. Lost some more yardage at him. It's 2nd and long.
Yeah, absolutely. 2nd and too far to count, if you will. So Belton, or in honor of Jack Crystal, as one of his one-liners once said, 2nd down and you'll need, what's the stuff called when you measure out the road?
Right.
The landmark to gauge how far out it is. And so that's going to be a quick pass out. It looked like to number 6, Jaquez McMillan, pickup of 3 on the pass. Actually, check that, only a pickup of 1 on the play. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and a 26 to go.
Right, and Adam, they brought in Griggs right now for the quarterback. Tough situation bringing in Griggs on 3rd and 26.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can make it happen.
So Griggs does check in at quarterback, number 10, the freshman out of Greenwood. Griggs stopping, dropping back, got pressure coming, pass out to the flats. Looks like he was hit as released, so the pass falls incomplete. Now to be a punting situation to go back to that crystal survey equipment. That's what I was looking for.
We did need a survey equipment because it's like 3rd and 27.
Yes, so it's a punting situation. Jeb Millender will step into the game here for the Indians. Jeb has been the bright spot for the Indians so far this season.
Been very consistent last year and this year. He's punted quite a few times, which is unfortunate sometimes.
Yes.
But he's changed the field. He's flipped the field for us several times. We got a lot of faith in Jeb. Punting from his own 22-yard line, we need to flip the field again.
Absolutely. We're going to need a big punt out of the sophomore from Pontotoc here. Snap was a little low. He steps into it, had to rush it to get away, and it's going to hit and roll. It's going to go to the 40 where it's fielded. It's going to be hit, slip out of one tackle, and he's going to be drugged down, and he is going to be basically no return on the play. Great job, one by Millender to get that kick off because the snap was low. 2 by the defense to get down the field and cut that to maybe, if they're lucky, a gain of 1 on the return.
No doubt. Benny McCall, our starting linebacker, was down there on the punt team, made a great tackle. Good kick. We flipped the field a little bit. 1st and 10, Holmes Bulldogs at the 41-yard line. And let's give Holmes credit. They stuffed us 3 and out then. Both defenses started out very well tonight.
Absolutely. 10:41 to go here in the first quarter. We're scoreless between ICC and Holmes. It'll be a 1st down and 10 situation. The ball is on the 41-yard line. Once again in that wing set. Man in motion. Now they give it to the first. No, actually it's an option out. And it's going to be hit and drugged down. So a big pickup there. I've been on the fake, as well as the rest of the Indian defenses. That was number 1, Massey, on the carry. He picks up 7.
Almost looked like 2 men in motion, but it was close. I guess one guy got set. Good run by Holmes. 2nd down, 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs. As Adam mentioned, we got 10 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter, no score.
And that's one thing that Coach Cannon did mention in his, as I talked to him. They do sometimes have some illegal motion going. As this time, this is going to be the give to the first man through, and that's going to be Cunningham. Looks like a pickup of 1 on the play, and that's going to be the case. So it'll be a 3rd down and 2 situation. Once again, this is where the Indians had them last time and came up with a big stop.
Naquez Pringle made a great stop there. The defensive tackle has played very well this year, his freshman year. Stopped for a 1-yard gain. 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
So the Bulldogs break huddle. The ball is just shy of the 50. Actually, we're going to say the 49-yard line is where it's at. We do want to thank everyone watching on LetsGoICC.com. The Indians looking to try to force another 3 and out here. This time they option it out. Nice block downfield. He's able to get upfield out past the 40, down to the 35, near the 32-yard line. And once again, they're doing a good job of selling that fake. The Indians are biting defensively, and there was a big pickup that time. Ball goes from the 49 down. Let's see. That's going to be a 15, 16, 17-yard gain on 3rd down.
No doubt, and Holmes has got a 1st down at our 33-yard line. Hargis on the tackle, but it was down the field. They make a good fake inside and pitch the deep ball. Give them credit on that triple option.
So that'll be a 1st down. That's Etowah Malone's 1st down for the Bulldogs. Man in motion is number 10. The pitch out to him. He's trying to string it to the outside. There was a hold bigger than anything on the sideline. No flag was called as number 58 was on the ground and reached out and grabbed an Indian. A gain of 13 on the play. A tough break. We saw that a lot last week against Jones. The breaks beat the good guys.
No doubt. Sharon Wright was set up there, and he did get held in. They did not make the call. You got to recover from it. It's 1st and 10. Bulldogs at ICC's 21-yard line. 9 minutes left in the first quarter.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10. That's another Etowah Malone's 1st down here for the Bulldogs. Man in motion is number 10. Give is going to be to the first man through. That's Cunningham. He's stacked up about the 20-yard line. They're actually going to give him the 19. So make that a gain of 3 for Cunningham. It'll be a 2nd down and 7.
No doubt. Devin Gilliam was right there stopping after a 1-yard gain. You can hear his family, who is right in front of us. Always here right in front of us, Adam. They're very supportive. He's been a steady player the last 2 years at linebacker. Made a good play then. Stopping for a 2-yard gain on Cunningham. 2nd and 8.
So it is going to be a 2nd and 8 situation here. Man in motion. This time the pitch out is going to be to Massey. Massey looking to get around the corner. Does so. And there is holding once again. Man, they are just letting them get away with anything and everything. There is a flag on the opposite side of the field. But when you see that jersey stretch, if you're an official, you got to throw the flag.
Very close, Adam. You made a good point. And he almost got to the end zone. Thank goodness there's a flag, and we hope it's against the Bulldogs.
We'll take you to the field and see what the call is here as the officials discuss this one at the 10-yard line. The ball is going to be spotted at the 5, pending the penalty. And they're still talking a while about this. We're probably making sure they get the yardage marked right here, so we're awaiting this Pison's penalty as the official's still talking. Here we go.
Illegal block below the waist. 58 offense. 15-yard penalty.
So back them up 15 yards after that illegal block below the waist. So you had that, you had holding. At least they got something, and that's going to help out the Indians. It's going to back them up what was from the 5-yard line, now going to back them up to about the 19.
Back to the 21, and Adam, that's where they were when they started the play.
Yeah.
So they got a 15-yard game negated by a 15-yard penalty. We'll just start over. 1st and 10, I believe, at the 21-yard line.
So we'll see what they're going to do here. Actually, it's going to be, yes, it's going to be 1st and 10 here. This marker across the way shows 2nd down. Give is going to be to Cunningham. He tries to jump over the middle, but he is hit and hit hard that time by who else but Devin Gillian.
Devin Gillian made a good play, and I think I'm mistaken. If I remember, Gillian made a tackle a while ago on the first carry, so it is 3rd down. It's 3rd and 8 now from the 19-yard line.
And once again, the Devin Gillian fan club is out in droves tonight here at Eaton Field. So it is going to be a 3rd down. The ball is going to be at the 20, so we'll call it a 3rd down and 8 situation now for the for the Bulldogs. Man in motion now, goes back, quarterback keeper. He's going to option it out, looking to get to the outside. He's going to be hit, cut up, and there is going to be a flag down. This time we'll get him for holding again.
Looked like they're holding. We did stop them at the 15-yard line. It would be 4th and 3, but I believe they're going to go backwards here. Adam will take the penalty.
And those cheers mean one thing and one thing only, Jim. Devin Gillian on the tackle.
Devin Gillian is around the ball.
We do want to say a special thank you to Braden Bishop, former ICC alumni, now Tupelo High School SID. If you were at the field today watching this, you saw a little helicopter flying around. Well, that was Braden. Braden stepping up.
Braden Bishop's a talented young man. He helps us here at ICC.
So that is going to be a 3rd down, and now let's call it 14, 13. Let's call it a 3rd. I like 14. 14 sounds better.
Sounds better.
So it'll be a 3rd down possession down here for the Bulldogs. Man in motion, 2 people actually moving at the same time. Once again, quarterback looking to get out and pass, nothing there. Scrambling, running around, running the wrong way right now, near midfield. Now he's going to pass out in the flats. It falls incomplete. Great job by that ICC defensive front to get pressure on it and really not give a chance for the quarterback, Benson, to even set up and throw the ball.
You're right, Adam. And also the secondary, we're covering the people. We're forcing now 4th down. The ball is at the 25-yard line, if I'm not mistaken. That's a 42-yard field goal if they try it, and it looks like they are.
So they are going to march this one out here to attempt the kick. This looks like it is going to be number 25, Cole Ballard, a sophomore kicker out of Newton. The ball is at the 31, so it'll be a 41-yard kicking attempt here. 7:10 to go in the first quarter. We've got a scoreless game. Snap back's a good one. Steps into it. The kick is up, and it is true. So Holmes was able to get some points on the board as they take a 3-0 lead on a Cole Ballard 41-yard field goal. We're going to take you to a break and be back with more right after this.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is presented in part by Parks and Parks Well Service. For complete water supply services, check out Rayburn Parks and his crew. They're located in Houston. The phone number is 456-2011. And by Etowamba Loans in Fulton. President Gary Gray runs the oldest loan company in Etowamba County. It's on North Cummings in Fulton. The phone number at Etowamba Loans is 862-2123.
WAFM, Amory, Aberdeen. FM 95 sports coverage of ICC is sponsored by McDonald's, Bank of Oklahoma, Houston Monument, The Daily Journal, Davis Ford, Coke, Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, and Houston Banking Center.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. 7:04 to go here. 3-0 Holmes leads after a 31-yard field goal attempt. It's time for a Jenkins Exterminating Company kickoff here. Jenkins Exterminating Company located here in Fulton. You can give them a call at 822-0404. That's 822-0404. So now it's going to be number 41 to tee things off. Dane Spell. Back to receive is Lavarius Venardo, a Calhoun City native that has been moved into the kicking duties. This kick is going to be a short kick. Bernardo takes it at about the 10. He's looking to set up the wall now, breaks it to the outside, cuts back up the middle, out past the 30, still driving forward. He's going to be down around the 33-yard line. A nice return that time by Bernardo.
No doubt, and we hadn't seen him back there deep. He made a good run then, caught the ball at the 10, did not hesitate, went straight ahead, north-south. We'd like to see that. Got us good field position here at the 33-yard line.
Absolutely. The thing that he did really good on, he waited for his wall to set up and went from there. So 6:57 to go here. It's going to be a first down for the Indians. The ball is going to be at the 33-yard line. Or actually, the ball is not going to be there. Now it's going to be there as the officials are going to reset the football here. That was a little confusing. They already had set it, then they set it again. But either way it goes, first down and 10 here for the Indians. Belton is still your quarterback. Give this to McQuarrie. Bounces off one guy's fighting, dragging people forward out near the 40-yard line. Stays down just across the 39. They're going to mark him now to the 40. A nice pickup of 7 on the play there for McQuarrie.
McQuarrie has been a pleasant surprise, Adam. You know, 190 pounds, runs north-south, pads level, runs hard for being a 190-pound runner.
And now the give is to McQuarrie once again, waiting for his blockers to set up. There's a flag down, though. He picks up the Etowah Malone's first down, but hold everything as a flag hits the turf. And we'll see what they call it here. He gets the ball out to about the 47-yard line, but we'll take it to the field and see what the officials are going to call this one.
86. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Well, that's going to be holding on the defense, and that's one thing that Coach Cannon talked about. Or excuse me, holding on the offense. That's one thing that Coach Cannon talked about in his pregame show. Got to cut out those mental mistakes.
McQuarrie had the first down, Adam. Unfortunately, we got one by an interior lineman holding away from the run, to be honest. It looked like he didn't have much to do with the run, but they got to call it and be consistent.
So now it's going to bring up a second down, and we're going to call this a 6 situation after that penalty. So now the Indians will get it back here. 6:29 and counting, or excuse me, actually the clock has stopped, but wants it to be rolling. 6:29 and counting here in the first. It's 3-0 Holmes. Snap back, this is Belton. Belton looking to throw, nothing there. Now he's got some happy feet. He's going to try to run here. He's scrambling forward, now finds a man, releases. Number 9 downfield is tipped, and no, did he hold on to it? I think he did. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. Great job that time, just didn't have enough on it. The DB came across and made a great play.
It was the free safety, went across the field. Our receiver got open there. Belton made a good throw on the run. Give the credit to the safety for Holmes. They intercepted the football.
Absolutely. He kind of just lobbed it up there, and we saw 2 or 3 of the interceptions so far this season has been from the quarterback just floating it out there. In this league, you got SEC-type talent back there. You can't do that.
Yeah, you got to put a little mustard on the ball. Too much air underneath the ball then. It looked like it's going to be completed, but you give these good safeties with great speed time, they react and make the play.
Ball is on the 36-yard line. Holmes will take over. They lead this one 3-0. 6:13 to go here in the first quarter. Like a fumble there for a second. It is going to be, and the quarterback is going to be hit and drop back. The quarterback just somehow the ball bounced right back up to him, as that was the big man that time, number 90 for the Indians. That's Ladarius Gallion, along with a couple other Indians in on the play.
Ladarius is a big man, Adam. 6'4", 340, the freshman from West Point. He's played very good football for us early in the year.
Knocks him back for a 1-yard loss, so it'll be a second down and 11 situation here for the Bulldogs. This time they're going to run the option. Pitch out, balls on the turf. But Holmes falling back on top of it. Man, that would have been a big-time turnover right there for the Indians.
Hard just right there to fall on the man with the ball. We pushed them back. We've got a big turnover here, Adam. We turned the ball over, and now we've had 2 back-to-back negative plays. Give our defense credit. Third down, 3rd and 18 for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. That's a loss by Massey on the play. They bring up a 3rd down, and we call it a loss of 6 on the play. So now a 3rd down, or possession down. Man in motion. Quarterback looking to pass. Pressure coming. More pressure coming. He turns around back into some more pressure, and there is a Parks and Parks well-serviced sack. A loss of a half a mile on the play as the ball starts at 30, and he's back at the 15.
Kywan Street, the freshman linebacker from Charleston, Mississippi, who's a great football program at Charleston, Mississippi. It is now 4th down, and I can't even count that much. About 4th and 30, Adam.
Absolutely. So they're going to cut the yard to make is the 41 to achieve the first down. The ball is marked at the 15, so we'll say 4th down and halfway to Dorsey to pick up the first down here for the Bulldogs. So we saw them earlier running a rugby-style kick. Don't think we'll have that here in this situation. Snap back is a good one. Pressure coming. Kick is away. End over end kick, and this is going to be Wright driving back to get it. He drops the football, and Holmes, no, hold on, I think the Indians got it back. The Holmes player fell on top of it, but rolled over on top of the football. And Sharon Wright, man, you've got to get back. If the ball is over your head, you cannot field that thing with your back to the defense. You got to let it go and get out of the way.
No doubt, and give Sharon credit because it looked like he fumbled it. He's on the ground. He never gave up. Holmes had a shot at, missed it, and Sharon got back on the ball. So all in all, we lost our breath, held our breath. 1st and 10 Indians at their own 38-yard line.
So a big punt there as well. 30, 45, almost 52-yard kick by the Bulldogs. Now the Indians, they trail this one 3-0, 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. This is McQuarrie with the football, breaking it to the outside, out past the 40, down to about the 41-yard line. So a pickup of about 3 on the play should bring up a 2nd down and 7 situation here for the Indians.
Adam, we got 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Holmes 3, ICC 0.
So it is going to be 2nd down and 7 to go here for the Indians. Trips at the bottom of your screen if you're watching on LetsGoICC.com. Belton is still your quarterback. We have seen Griggs tonight. Little screen pass out to the flats, and that was read and read well that time. Man, if you're an offensive lineman that time, it looks like number 56, Pierre Bird, you've got to get out and find a guy to block. He just watched that time. The guy he should have blocked blew that play up.
Right, Spencer came from his defensive back. He did blow the play up, lost another yard there. 3rd down, 3rd, and basically 9 yards from our own 39-yard line.
Yeah, loss of 2 on that pass from Belton to McQuarrie. So now a possession down here for the Indians. We'll call it 9.5. Belton with pressure coming on the backside. Now he's going to tuck up and run, and he's going to get out of bounds as he picks up maybe 3 on the play. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and long situation. Anything you could do, I could do better is the theme right now. So far, just a field goal difference. Holmes leads this one 3-0, 3:06 to go here in the first quarter of play. Back on now will be Jeb Millender for a Pisons punt.
Adam, it's been a defensive struggle. The defenses have settled in. Their offense is a little bit out of sync. And there have been some penalties on both teams offensively that has hurt both teams. But right now, the defense has the upper hand. As you mentioned, we're less than 3 minutes in the first quarter. 3-0 Holmes.
Millender steps into that kick. Could have been blocked, but luckily the Holmes player just pulls his hands back. The ball is going to be down at about the 24-yard line is where Holmes will take over. This is where we need our defense to step up big once again. See if we can't drive them back like we did last time. Eventually work that field position in our favor and make something happen here.
We need to flip the field. You're right, Adam. And our defense has played well so far tonight. They got the ball at their own 24. Let's call us a 3 and out, get the ball, get some field position around the 40, 45 or midfield, and make a move offensively.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation here for the Bulldogs. As Jim mentioned, the ball is going to be at the 24-yard line. 2:45 here in the first. Pitch out is going to be to the long running back. He's going to try to cut back. Nothing there. Good job by the Indians, as that's going to be hit and tackled for a loss. And there was a whole tribe of good guys in on that tackle.
No doubt. Great pursuit by our defense. Saw several members of our defense get there in a hurry. Xavier Pegues made a run over there. One of our linebackers made a run. Stopped them. Loss of 2 yards, 2nd and 12.
That was Turner on the carry for the Bulldogs. As Jim said, 2nd down and 12 to go here for Holmes. 2:15 and counting. 3-0 is your score in favor of the Bulldogs. Give is going to be to the first man through. That's Cunningham. He's going to pick up back to the original line of scrimmage plus 2. We'll call it a gain of 3 on the play for Cunningham.
No doubt. Mitchell Cunningham, the fine running back from North Potatoe, playing fullback tonight. And he has not been able to bust one. Our interior defensive tackles and linebackers have stopped him. He's gained 2 or 3 yards at a carry. Another big down, Adam, 3rd and 8.
So a 3rd down and 8 situation, possession down here for the Bulldogs. The ICC defense needing to get the offense back on the field here in a big way. Give is going to be to Cunningham, and nothing doing. Stack him up. They're going to say he gained a yard. I want to say that's a generous spot. It seemed like he was stuck in the backfield. That defense coming up big once again against the run.
Pegues and Jefferson met him, and I think the quarterback misread the option. He thought there's an opening in the middle, and there was not. Great defense by the Indians. 3 and out again. 4th down, 4th and 7. We got 1:15 left in the first quarter. We're going to get good field position, we hope, here.
Well, Holmes is yet to send now. They're going to send their kicking team out here with 15 seconds on the play clock. 1:08 to go. Now the Indians are going to switch off their defense in a hurry. We'll see if they might try to draw them off sides, as they're going to have to hurry here. The timeout is going to be taken, I believe, by the Indians in this. Or no, actually, they're going to reset it. That's what they do. If the offense subs in, the defense has to be allowed the same amount of time to sub in. That's a good rule that's been in play in that situation. So a good job by the officials allowing the Indians to get their defense out on the field. So now a punt will be coming from about the 27-yard line. Have a new man back to receive, it looks like. This could be Quinn Tiggs. Spiraling kick high into the Fulton Knight. Tiggs wants it hit. Now he steps up and gets it, looking to break past two guys, does so. Nothing but white shirts around him now, gets in front of him and goes downfield. Great job by Quinn Tiggs. What looked to be a kick that would have been for no return, able to dance his way around and get a return of about 3 to 4 yards.
He did, and he also stopped the ball. It was going to roll another 5 or 10 yards down the field. Quinn made the catch, dodged a couple people, went positive 5 yards ahead. First and 10 Indians. The ball is at the 32-yard line. Good field position for the Indians.
Absolutely. Etowah Malone's first down here for the Indians. The ball is going to be at the 32-yard line. 25.9 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 3-0. Holmes leads this one. Now we've got Quadra Griggs back in at quarterback here for the Indians. This is going to be a give to, this is E.J. Bounds, I believe. Yes, that's going to be E.J. Bounds on the carry, a pickup of 2, make it 3. No, we'll keep it 2. A 2-yard pickup that time, as time is going to run out here. So that will probably be the last play here of the first quarter. 3-0 is your score. Holmes leads this one. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 situation. They are going to get the play off. So Bounds is going to turn it upfield, get to the sideline, out to about the 40. I just thought we was going to let it run out. Shows the reason why I'm in the booth and not on the sidelines.
A little bit of hurry-up offense there, and he made good yardage. The ball's at the 40-yard line. It's 3rd down and 2 yards. Bounds is a good-looking freshman, the 2nd leading rusher on our team from Water Valley.
Absolutely. Gain of 5 on the play. We're going to take you to a break and be back with the start of the second quarter of play here from Fulton right after this.
See, Adam, they're not only in the hurry-up offense on the field, you're in the hurry-up offense in the booth.
New car, van, or SUV, give Davis Ford a call.
Tina, what'd you say?
I said they're not only in the hurry-up offense on the field, Adam's in the hurry-up offense in the booth.
Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Trying to get you out of here a little sooner, Miss Tina.
Hey, this might be a quick game, Tina. This
FM 95 sports coverage of ICC is sponsored by McDonald's, State Farm agent Rich Potter, Trustmark Bank, Jenkins Exterminating Company, Subway, and Parks and Parks Well Service in Houston.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0 is your score as we start the second quarter of play. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram, Miss Tina Harlow back in the studio, and Amory doing a great job as always. Jim, a 3rd down and a 2 situation here for the Indians. Good guys need to get it Etowah Malone's first down.
We need a first down, Adam. As you mentioned, it's 3-0 home for starting the second quarter. We've made 2 good runs for our freshman, E.J. Bounds, who's our 2nd leading rusher on the team. See if we go back to Bounds again.
So the officials actually were talking to the Indians that time. Now they set the football. It'll be a 3rd down and 2 situation. Griggs is still your quarterback. You've got 2 tight end set here. The give is going to be to Bounds. Bounds is going to battle for it, and it's going to be close, but I think he got that Etowah Malone's first down.
I believe he did. E.J. running hard. He's got the ball 3 consecutive times here. I think he moves the chains.
Tackle made by number 9.
Very close, but it's 1st and 10 at our 42-yard line. First down for the good guys.
Let's give him a 2-yard pickup, so that's an Etowah Malone's first down for the Indians, and the Indians now trying to march down the field. They trail this one 3-0. The ball is going to be out around the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. The give is going to be to the lone running back. That's Bounds once again. He bounces the ball out to about the 45-yard line. So a gain of 3 that time by the freshman from Water Valley.
No doubt, running hard. Got the ball 4 consecutive times here, picking up positive yardage, get behind this offensive line and running with good pad strength. Gain of 3.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 7 situation here. And the give is going to be to Bounds once again. Finds a seam out to midfield. And I'll tell you what, if he wouldn't have got tripped up, that was going to go for a big gain.
Adam, we're talking about Bounds running hard, but there's also some great blocking for our offensive line. They're moving the pile right now. We've discovered something. We've gone to Bounds 5 straight times here, running the football, and I believe we're going to continue running the football until they stop us.
So a 3rd down and 2 situation once again for the Indians. This time the give is going to be to McQuarrie. McQuarrie's hit at the line of scrimmage, battles forward, and I think he's got it again, maybe by half a football. So the Indians grinding out this drive right here should be, and it is, another Itawamba-Malone's 1st down.
Nice push by the offensive line, Adam. 6 consecutive times we'll run the ball at the tailback in the 2nd 1st down.
That was McQuarrie with a 3-yard pickup for the Indians, so it'll be Itawamba-Malone's 1st down. 1st and 10, the ball is at the 48-yard line. 4 receivers set. Quick pass out is complete. Now the ball is up. Oh, my goodness. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the hit of the night. And unfortunately, it was on Indians. That was Andrew Walker unloading on that receiver that time.
He is a freshman from Montgomery, Alabama, and there's a reason Holmes recruited him from Montgomery, Alabama. He brings the leather and a nice hit, but still positive yardage, gain of 7.
And this is going to be a give to McQuarrie. McQuarrie is hit at the line of scrimmage, stacked up, and is going to be knocked to the ground. A helmet come off of a Holmes player that time. They're actually going to give him a gain of 1, so to bring up a 3rd down and 1 situation. So that was a 7-yard pass completion, 1-yard gain by McQuarrie on the play behind that. So to bring up a 3rd down and 1 situation. Like these 3rd down and short situations for the good guys.
I do too, Adam. It looks like hopefully we'll get behind our offensive lineman, our big offensive line, and move the pile and run with the tailback, try to get that 1st down.
So 3rd down and 1 situation here. Play action fake. Indians look like they're going to try to dial up big. Pass out to the flats is way too high. Maybe see if you can maybe catch them cheating a little bit. 3rd down and 1, 4th down and 1. Still manageable here on 4th down.
Right, and we're in their territory, Adam. We're at their 38-yard line. You would think maybe you might go for it, but it's early in the game. Looks like Coach Cannon's going to be conservative, which I do agree with. We got a 3-0 score. He wants to flip the field, which we've done, getting a couple 1st downs. Let's see if Jeb can back them up inside the 10.
Absolutely. Jeb Millender, as we talked about, led the nation with kicks down inside the 20 as a freshman with 26. So a 4th down and 1 situation here. Massey back to receive the kick. Millender steps into it at the 50. A high arching kick. Going to hit at the 20. Roll, roll, roll inside the 5. Down to about the 3-yard line. And I tell you what, Jim, it looks like your sandwich. It hit, rolled, and right next to the cup as that one down to about the 3.
Nice job. Give Coach Cannon, his staff credit, and give, of course, Jeb Millender, who's been an outstanding punter. He knew what he was doing. He kicked it high and short. There's no way the guy can run up and get the ball. It takes about a 15-yard roll. We backed them up. 1st and 10, Holmes at their own 3-yard line.
And this is where we need our defense to come up big here. We was talking about flipping the field position, and the Indians right now have a chance to do that. The give is going to be to Cunningham. He hits the hole hard. There's 2 flags down after that play, so we'll see what those flags are going to be called for here.
He gained about 7 yards, but it looks like there's going to be a penalty flag, and the referees are discussing it.
We've got a Trustmark Bank scoreboard update. Hines leading Pearl River 10-7. 4:30 to go here. So 12 men on the field for the Indians. A tough break there for the good guys. We'll take a look at some more of these scores. It doesn't say who, but East Mississippi leads 21-0. 5.5 to go in the 1st. And scrolling through, remember you can follow us on Twitter at LetsGoICC. East Central trails Gulf Coast 14-7. That's early in the game. Colin over Mississippi Delta 22-0. 3:35 to go in the 1st. So now the officials talking everything over here, trying to figure out, okay, well, if this is where the ball was, this is where it needs to be. Now let's move it back over here. How the ball was down inside the 5 out to the 15 is beyond me.
Well, they say it's a 5-yard penalty of legal substitution. I would think that'd be from the 3-yard line.
Yes.
It'd be 1st and 5 from the 8. That's what I would think would happen, Adam. But we'll see.
And that is what they're doing here. They are making some adjustments.
There you go. They're going back to 3. They'll move it 5 yards. It'll be 1st down, 1st and 5, if I'm not mistaken, for Holmes.
They were trying to mark it off at the end of the run, but that's not the case. So they did do a good job. The officials that time did a great job coming in and getting that play corrected and the way it needs to be. As you said, it's going to be a 1st down and 5 situation here for the Bulldogs. The Indians trying to get a big play here on defense. Looks like a little miscommunication. Bottled up in the backfield, was able to squeeze his way forward near the 10-yard line. A busted play turned into something good for the Bulldogs.
Quarterback's athletic, Adam. He busted up across the 10-yard to the 11. Again, it was 1st and 5. The game 3 is 2nd down and 2 for Holmes from their own 11-yard line. It's 3-0 Holmes. We got 12 minutes left into the first half.
Halftime in Boonville. Northwest leading 12-0. That's a Trustmark Bank scoreboard update. Cunningham gets that first down. That'll be Etowah Malone's first down after a pickup of 3 by Cunningham.
No doubt, Cunningham lowered his head, made a good run, got out to the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 Bulldogs from their own 15-yard line.
Well, you can hear the chop in the background from the ICC All-American Band. Gillentine doing a great job year in and year out with that bunch. I think another 350-plus strong group this season. 1st down and 10. That was Etowah Malone's first down. Gibb is going to be the first man through, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of an inch. No, actually going to say no gain on the play for Cunningham.
Good job by Larry Jefferson and the rest of the ICC game. They're trying to bust it up the middle, but Cunningham, no gain. 2nd down, 2nd and 10 for Holmes. We got 11 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter. 3-0 Holmes over the Indians.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 situation. And the Bulldogs look like they have a little bit of confusion amongst themselves on the offensive play call here. Play clock is now down to 10 seconds. Man in motion, pitch out to the outside, and he's going to be tripped up. No, actually broke through one, but it's slammed to the ground on the 2nd attempt. That's number 35 for the Indians, Antonio Clifton with the stop.
Antonio Clifton, the freshman from Tupelo, who's played very well. Let me tell you what, he's got a younger brother that's a senior outside linebacker at Tupelo. He's a big-time hitter going to Arkansas State next year. We'd love to have him come to ICC, to be honest. The Clifton brothers can play from Tupelo. Great job. No gain again. 3rd and 10 for Holmes.
Absolutely. We saw Braden Bishop in the background doing a dance, celebrating that play by that former Golden Wave player. So the Bulldogs slow bringing this play in. Play clock now inside 10 seconds when they break the huddle. 3rd down and 10 situation here for Holmes. 3 seconds. 2 seconds, and Holmes has got to burn a timeout. Timeout on the field. 3-0 is your score. 10:19 to play here until halftime. We'll take you to a break and be back with more right after this.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by Trustmark Bank in Tupelo, Fulton, and Columbus. Trustmark is a Mississippi-based bank. Yes, it's a large regional bank, but managed locally by the Baptist Student Union on the Fulton campus. The BSU is the oldest, largest, and most active religious club on campus, serving ICC students since 1954.
And by your Fulton Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Let Joey help you with all of your insurance needs. Go with the home team, Joey Cox and Fulton Farm Bureau.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. 10:19 to go here until halftime. Your score 3-0 in favor of the visiting Bulldogs of Holmes over the Indians of ICC. 3rd down and 10 to go here. The yard to make is the 25. This time the play action fake on the pitch out and nothing doing. That is a Parks and Parks Well Services sack. Eric Hunt didn't bite on that one. He was looking to throw, but Hunt drug him to the ground.
Adam, a great series by our defense. No gain, and then a loss of 5. 4th and 15. We should get good field position. They got a punt from their own 10-yard line.
So hopefully, we saw a block punt last week. Hopefully we can see another one here. And so the punter is standing about 2 yards deep into the end zone. We'll probably be kicking this one away from the goal line. Snap back is a good one. Pressure's coming. Oh, almost had it. As this was going to hit and die at about the 40-yard line. Jim, I thought we had that block. How he got that one through there, our player must have a hole in him.
Evidently, it forced the guy to kick it off to the right, and he kind of shanked it a little bit, which we wish we'd got a block, but he still caused it to be a short punt. Adam, we got excellent field position. We're at the 40-yard line of Holmes. Let's take advantage of this.
Absolutely. That was Carton McBride who almost had that block. He had that block and block return for a touchdown last week of 23 yards against Jones. It's an Etowah Malone's first down here for the Indians. The ball is going to be at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for the good guys. Looks like this may be Belton back in at quarterback for the Indians. So going with a rotating quarterback set here. Belton looks like a design keeper on the way, bouncing to the outside, now out near the 30-yard line. He's hit hard there. Looks like he's going to be short, maybe out to about the 32. So a gain of about 7, maybe 8 on the play.
Good job of Belton. Was clogged up the middle, bounced it out outside to the left side. Second down, you're right, Adam, 2nd and 3. The ball's at the 33-yard line.
So now to be a second down situation here. The give is going to, no, excuse me, Belton's going to keep it again. Got to turn upfield in a hurry here. You got to know when to turn it upfield. He sort of stutter step for a second, looking for something to go. Got to know where that yard marker is and go ahead and get that first down.
Of course, it is the quarterback trying to make a move, but you can't do a stutter step on 2 or 3 DBs standing there.
Yeah.
Got hung up there. 3rd down, 3rd and 1.
So it'll be a gain of 3 on the play that time by Belton. 3rd down and 1 situation, as Jim just mentioned. 8:35 and counting here, as this has been a fast-moving first half with both teams predominantly going by the ground attack. This is going to be a give to the long running back, and that is going to be McQuarley. And McQuarley is going to dive forward for a 4-yard gain. So that's going to be another Etowah Malone's first down.
Fordham on the tackle, the linebacker from Leland, Mississippi for Holmes. But like you said, Adam, 1st and 10 for ICC at the 27-yard line of the Bulldogs.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 to go here after that Etowah Malone's first down. 8:11 and counting here until halftime. 3-0 Holmes leading. McQuarley with the handoff up the middle, doing a great job of being patient, just waiting for the hold to develop. Looks like a pickup of 5 on the play for McQuarley, so to bring up a 2nd down and 5 situation here for the Indians.
Nice play call by the offensive staff. Looked like a little counter inside. McQuarley followed his blockers. Solid gain, Adam. 2nd down, 2nd and 5. The ball's at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is just an old-school football game. Smash mouth, run it down your throat kind of action tonight here in Fulton. McQuarley with the football quickly, turns upfield, bounces off one guy, up another one, out about the 15-yard line. And I thought there for a second when he broke that one tackle, he was gone.
Nice hard running by McQuarley, the freshman, as we mentioned, from Meridian. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line for the Indians.
Pickup of 7 on the play. So now it'll be Etowah Malone's first down for the Indians, and the good guys are knocking on the door with the ball at the 15-yard line. McQuarley and Belton in the backfield. It's going to be Belton on the keeper, looking to go upfield. Bounces off one guy, fighting forward, still going forward. Looks to be down at about the 10-yard line. I tell you what, you see him. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but, man, he can really get out there in a hurry and can knock off a few tacklers.
No doubt, and give him credit. He got injured the first game. He's bounced back, coming back here to the 3rd game. Got a solid 5 yards at him. 2nd and 5. We're at their 10-yard line.
Actually, there was a fumble on the play, but the Indians recovered. So it'll be a 2nd down and 5 situation. All right, actually, I didn't see a beanbag fall on that, but either way it goes, the good guys kept the football. McQuarley with it now. Man, I tell you what, when you see him disappear and all of a sudden you see that line or defensive guys falling on their back, you know that's the guy that got in his way. A big pickup that time for McQuarley. Gain of 4 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and a long 1, short 2.
3rd and 1, we got the ball at the 6-yard line. Good position here. Let's get a first down, get a person go inside the 5 and punch it in.
And it's going to be Belton on the keepers. He's going to cut it up the field, get back across the middle. He is going to take it to the house.
Well, just go ahead and score now.
We'll take that either way, as that was DeAndre Belton with a 6-yard touchdown run, and that's what the doctor ordered, a big play there for the Indians.
Adam, I believe we took the ball down the field and ran it every play, and you'd have to tell me how many times we ran it, about 7 or 8 times. Great job by the Indians. 6-3, 6 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Tyler Jackson tried to add on the extra point.
So Tyler Jackson, the redshirt sophomore out of Oxford, on to attempt the PAT. Snap back is a good one to right. The kick is up, and it is true. 7-3, the Indians take the lead with 6:11 to go here until halftime. We're going to take you to a break and be back with more right after this.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is presented in part by Parks and Parks Well Service. For complete water supply services, check out Rayburn Parks and his crew. They're located in Houston. The phone number is 456-2011. And by Etowah Loans in Fulton. President Gary Gray runs the oldest loan company in Etowah County. It's on North Cummings in Fulton. The phone number at Etowah Loans is 862-2123.
And welcome back to action as we get set for a Jenkins Exterminating Company kickoff. Colmeyer stumbled with that a couple of times. I've stumbled with it a couple of times tonight, so I'm in good company. But that is Jenkins Exterminating Company kickoff, located Jenkins Tournament Company located here in Fulton. Their telephone number, 822-0404. That's 822-0404. We love to see when the Indians are kicking off, especially after a touchdown and after an impressive drive like that.
No doubt, Adam. And by the way, you just gave them a lot of publicity, and you went over it 2 or 3 times. So they like that, mentioning their name several times.
Well, I met the owner, Mr. Gail Jenkins, the other night. He told me he loves the broadcast, loves supporting the Indians, and we do thank him for that. So I got to give him a little extra love.
We do, and we appreciate all our fine sponsors here at the college.
Absolutely. We're 6 minutes and 11 seconds away from our McDonald's halftime report, as Tyler Jackson set to tee this one off for the Indians as they lead this one 7-3 over Holmes. This is the opening division game for both these teams. Jackson steps into this one, booms it back, and he is feeling that one, folks, as that one is going to be a touchback. And I tell you what, wind blows a little bit stronger. He's going to put that one through the uprights.
Wonder if we gotten 3 points. I don't believe we would have, but what a great kickoff by Tyler Jackson, forcing the start from their own 20-yard line. We've got 6 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second quarter. As you mentioned, Adam, 7-3, Itawamba in the lead.
So once again, we need to see if the Indians defense can set up the offense like we saw on that last drive. It'll be a 1st down and 10. Itawamba Loans 1st down. The ball is going to be marked at the 25-yard line for Holmes. Holmes, once again, very methodical style of play. Not one of those that can put points on the board in a hurry. Quarterback looking to pass, pressure coming. He's hit, and no, he gets away, still going, and now is finally brought to the ground for a Parks and Parks Well Services sack. As then we see number 52 for the Indians, Trev Miller, along with a couple other guys. But I tell you what, he got away for a second. Good job by the Indians defensive front to get him to the ground.
Good job by the defensive front, and good job by the secondary. He couldn't find anybody open, and the defensive front kept coming, forced a 3-yard loss.
So a loss of 3 on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 13 situation here for the Bulldogs. We like to see them go that opposite direction as the defense has came to play tonight. Once again, play clock down to about 6 seconds when they snap the ball. Going to run the option, pitch out, and it's going to be hit to the sidelines. He's going to be up, and he is hit and hit hard. Hello, Mr. Chance McNulty. There was a big hit.
Chance McNulty is our sophomore defensive back, leads the team in tackles. You can tell why. He got over there and made a big-time hit. He's been very solid this year.
Pickup of 13 on the play, though, but it results in an Itawamba Loans 1st down, as that was a carry, I believe, by Tevin Roberts. I'm not 100% sure, but a gain of 13 on the play. So it's 1st down and 10. This time man in motion. Give is going to be to Cunningham. First man through. He dives forward for a gain of 4 on the play. A nice pickup on 1st down there for the Bulldogs.
Who do you think made the tackle?
If I had to guess, we're going to hear it here in a second.
Yes, you did. Our man Gillian made the tackle. 2nd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left to halftime.
Absolutely, as you heard, the Devin Gilliam fan club right here in front of us. That fan club located in Shannon, Mississippi. 2nd down and 6 here, 4.5 to go until halftime. 7-3 is your score. Quick out pass is complete, and it's going to hit and go forward, but he does pick up another Itawamba Loans 1st down, and guess who? Once again, Devin Gilliam, one of those Indians in on the tackle.
No doubt. Devin Gillian and Quentin Lane made the tackle, but give Holmes credit. They threw the ball, got another 1st down, 1st and 10, Bulldogs from their own 46-yard line.
How about this? We talked about the injuries of the Indians. Devontae Gates, who is listed as a running back and at linebacker on defense for the Indians.
Made some changes this past week because of some injuries, and the players responded, doing very well.
That was Itawamba Loans 1st down. This is going to be a quarterback keeper. Now we're starting to see Holmes starting to pick it up, and there's a little bit of bigger gains right here, as that was a tackle made by number 11, Larry Jefferson, but not after a gain of 6 on the play.
Yeah, Benson's a good-looking athlete playing quarterback. Made a good run there, and like you said, mentioned, got 6 yards. 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to halftime.
So the Indians need to get a stop here. See if they can't force them into a 3rd and long situation. Quick pass out to the flats is complete, and that's going to be another Itawamba Loans 1st down. So it looks like what they're doing is our DBs are backing up, giving them that cushion. They're just running out, stopping real quick. Good timing route delivered that time by the quarterback. Gain of 8 on the play.
No doubt, Adam. And it's a back shoulder throw. You cannot defend that play. Good throw and catch. Give them credit. 1st and 10. Bulldogs at our 43-yard line.
That was Etowah Malone's first down pickup for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs now marching. The ball is inside the 45, looking to run the option. Nothing doing there, as there was a big-time hit, as that was going to be number 3. No, excuse me, that was not number 3. Obviously, that was number 8. It's Xavier Pegues on there for a tackle of a loss of 1.
Good job by Xavier. Looked like the quarterback tried to cut it inside, stopped them for a loss of yards. Second down, 2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs.
2:54 and counting here until halftime. Mind everybody, stay tuned for the McDonald's halftime report. We're also going to keep you here live on the field so you can experience the Military Appreciation Night, a great fanfare that ICC is always participating in. There's a pitch out to the outside. Number 1 slips one tackle, slips another tackle. Man, we had him knocked back for about a three-yard loss, but Drew Massey did a good job of slipping one tackle and picking up about 8, maybe 9 on the play, and that's one thing the Indians have done this season, not making that initial tackle.
You know, we missed a couple tackles there. Give the running back credit. Harges finally got them down, but it's manageable. 3rd down, 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs at ICC's 35-yard line.
So the ball now is at the 35, as Jim mentioned, 2:13 and counting here. Give is going to be to Cunningham. He lets the wall sit up. He picks up the first down and then some. A gain of 4 on the play for Cunningham.
No doubt, good run by Cunningham. Pringle, our defensive lineman from South Carolina, made the stop. Not until Cunningham got the first down for the Holmes Bulldogs. 1st and 10, Holmes at our 31-yard line.
Well, the ICC defense has been played extremely well up to this drive, and now Holmes marching back down. They trail this one 7-3 inside 2 minutes to play until halftime. That was Etowah Malone's first down. Quarterback looking to pass, got a man going, and he throws it just a bit too far. Good job that time by number 4, Quinn Tiggs, jamming him off the line, really threw him off his route. Didn't have enough time to catch up with that football.
He did, and it's a good pattern. It's a stop-and-go pattern, but Tiggs stayed with him, and the quarterback overthrew the football. We just substituted 6 guys in, thinking I guess they're going to throw the football here when we got less than 2 minutes left in the first half.
1:43 to go here. ICC leads this one 7-3 over the Bulldogs of Holmes. This is a North Division matchup between these two foes, and it's always been a close and competitive game year in and year out. Give is going to be to the long running back. That's number 32, and that's going to be Michael Howard, and Howard busts that one forward. A big gain of about 8 on the play for Howard.
No doubt, Adam. 3rd down, 3rd and 2. The clock's becoming a factor here. 1:25 left in the halftime. They do have 2 timeouts left if they want to use them, but they're trying to run the ball down the field.
Absolutely. So the ICC defense, they're playing that bend but don't break, so we got to see if we can't hold them to at least another field goal attempt here just before halftime. Coming up on 1 minute to play here until the break. The give is going to be once again to the long running back. That's going to be number 32, Howard. He bounces forward. It's going to be close. I believe it's going to be another Etowah Malone's first down. He needed about the 20 and a half. He got out to the 20, so it's going to be Etowah Malone's first down.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. We got a minute left in halftime. They do have 2 timeouts, which I've assumed they're going to use sometime.
Yep.
They're still trying to run the ball right now. 1st and 10, they're at our 20.
Coming now under 55 seconds to go until the break. Give us to the first man through, and he is hit, and he is hit hard, as that was big number 52 for the Indians. Trev Miller come in and got a big stop there, and now we do have a timeout taken by Holmes. We're going to keep it here right now. 46 seconds to go. 7-3 is the lead. Remind everyone to stay tuned during the McDonald's halftime report. Jim, be thinking about your first half analysis. But we do want to remind you to stay tuned. At halftime, we will have a very special halftime tribute to the military for the men and women of the armed forces, as well as their families. Because not only are the men and women sacrificing, but the families are really giving up a lot as well.
You make a good point, Adam, because whoever is going overseas or serving our country, wherever they go, they're leaving behind either a man or a woman or some children, and it does affect the families without a doubt. So it is a family situation, not only the individual leaving, but the entire family. Adam, I'm watching our defensive players right now. We are substituting quite a few people. We have probably substituted 10 or 11 players here playing 22 deep, and I like them, keeping them fresh. Trev Miller, a defensive lineman, a backup nose guard, has made 2 or 3 key plays here down the stretch. We're keeping our players fresh. I'm looking out there, Waddell, the freshman linebacker for Tupelo's in the game. Number 40, a freshman linebacker from Fulton, Mississippi, is in the game right now. That's Colton Bramlett. So we are substituting quite a few players, keeping everybody fresh. I like what Sean Cannon is doing, keeping the players fresh.
I like what you did there to help extend the play-by-play as I was trying to get it set up for halftime. It's a play-action fake. The quarterback's going to roll around, gets through one guy, is going to bounce to the outside. That time, bit on the pitch, as that was a big run that time by Benson, as he got that one out to about the 14-yard line, 40 seconds to go until halftime.
The key play by Benson then was he got up out of bounds.
Yes. Saved another timeout for the Bulldogs. 7-3 is your score, but the Bulldogs threatening here just before halftime.
Adam, you got third down, 3rd and 4. As you mentioned, 40 seconds left for halftime. Holmes has got the ball at our 14-yard line. They do have one timeout left.
Man in motion going to the top of your screen if you're watching on LetsGoICC.com. Looking to pass. Pass out to the flats is way too high that time, as that was, I believe, McNulty on the coverage. And that's one thing that Coach Sean Cannon said. If we can force him into some passing situations, we feel a little bit better about our chances.
Adam, we now got a 4th and 4. The ball's on the 14-yard line, and here they're now going to try a field goal.
Yeah, they're trying to be sneaky. They'll wait to the last second, come out and switch it in. Now they're going to try this field goal attempt right here coming up for the Bulldogs to make it a 1-point game. 34.5 seconds to go here until halftime, as this was going to be about a 31-yard attempt here, as this is going to be Cole Ballard. Hey, he was good from 31 before. This snapback's a good one. The kick is up. It's blocked, and it's going to be scooped up by the Indians, and this is just going to be a foot race. He's out to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. One man to beat, and oh, he's just tackled inside the 10-yard line, and I thought that time the Indians had a chance to return that one, as that was number 13 on the return, Sharon Wright, the Benny Abrams Award winner, and that right there was a big play.
Great play, and Adam, you've got to give credit where credit's due. Dre Massey, the freshman running back from South Carolina, plays for Holmes, ran him down.
Yes.
It looked like it was a touchdown. Massey never gave up on the play. Went all the way down to the 11-yard line. We got the ball. You got 22 seconds left in the first half.
64-yard return that time by Sharon Wright. A 64-yard return by Sharon Wright sets the ball up to Jim, as you said, at the 11-yard line where it's first down and 10. And there's going to be a sideline warning here on the Indians as they were a little excited. So it'll be an Etowah Malone's first down here for the good guys. The ball is at the 11-yard line. Here with 22.8 seconds to go. Jim, that was a big swing in momentum.
Big block. Nice run. And we gave Holmes credit for running them down. Let's take advantage here, Adam.
And this is going to be Belton. Once again, he had a 6-yard run in the first. This time he's going to weave his way forward, get about a 1-yard gain for Belton. India's going to have to burn a timeout with 15.2. We're going to keep it here, 7-3. At least want to come away with some sort of points here if you're the Indians. Would love to see another touchdown.
I would too. And the advantage here is we have all 3 timeouts. Just used one. Now we've got 2 timeouts, 15 seconds left. You could possibly run 3 more plays here before you make a decision.
Absolutely. Tina Harlow, we're going to keep it here with 15.2 seconds to go. Remind everybody to stay tuned for our McDonald's halftime report. Jim Ingram will have our first half analysis brought to you by the Houston Baking Center. And then we'll have our first half scoring. Hopefully you have another score to talk about coming up here shortly. That brought to you by your Fulton Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. 7-3 is your score. 15.2 seconds to go. We've got a timeout on the field. The Indians got a big 64-yard block return by Sharon Wright to set us up in this situation.
No doubt, Adam. We're trying to find out who made the block, and we're struggling. A lot of people are trying to find that out. We know Sharon made a great run. We know Maldon ran them down. But let's take advantage. 2nd down on the 12.
So actually they're going to say a loss of 1 on the play. I thought he went forward, so a loss of 1 for Belton. 2nd down and 12 to go here. This is Belton looking to pass. Nothing there. Now is running around. Picks up a nice block. Throw is batted up in the air, and it is no, it's dropped. Woo! Thought it was intercepted.
We were fortunate. Kind of threw it up, trying to make a play, trying to make something happen. If it was deflected up in the air and everybody battled for the ball, it fell on the ground. Unfortunately, the play took about 9 seconds, so we got 5.8 seconds left here in the half.
And a good move here by Sean to send in Tyler Jackson for a 29-yard field goal attempt. So hopefully Tyler can give us at least a 7-point advantage going into the break. So this is going to be Tyler Jackson, Sharon Wright on the hold for the Indians. And timeout taken here by Holmes as they didn't have the right personnel on the field. Actually worked well. We only have 4 seconds left on the play clock before getting that snap off.
No doubt. And Tyler Jackson's been solid for us, and this is a very makeable field goal. It's a 29-yarder. If we can make this, we'd be up by 7 at halftime. We got 5.8 seconds left in the halftime. We need Tyler to kick this through and get us a 7-point lead. Great momentum change there, Adam. Great momentum change. When looked like they're going to cut it 7-6, we blocked their 31-yard field goal, ran it all the way down to their 11-yard line, trying to take advantage of it. We're now trying a field goal to go up by 7.
So it'll be we said a 29-yard attempt. The wind is blowing, but it seems to be to the back of Jackson, as we're anticipating, hopefully, to get out of here before the rain gets here tonight. Sharon Wright on the hold. Snap back is a good one. Jackson steps into it. This one's blocked. So the Bulldogs return the favor. And that's how we're going to end the first half of play. It was blocked. The Indians came away with the recovery on the block, was 44. Benny McCall. So, Jim, we said it in the first half, anything you can do, I can do better, and that has been the case so far in this game, as they're just trading punches back and forth. The Indians lead at 7-3 here at the break.
No doubt, Adam, and from what I can see, it's a defensive ball game. Both defenses are playing very well. Both offenses are not spreading it out. They're just trying to run the ball down the field. We don't have the stats in front of us now, but it can be very close, very even. The key to the game is defense is playing well both sides.
And that was your first half analysis brought to you by the Houston Banking Center. So we're going to take a quick break and come back with the halftime entertainment here from Fulton right after this.
FM 95 sports coverage of ICC is sponsored by McDonald's, State Farm agent Rich Potter, Trustmark Bank, Jenkins Exterminating Company, Subway, and Parks and Parks Well Service in Houston.
This ICC athletic broadcast is brought to you in part by Wheeler Family Dentistry on South Adams in Fulton. Dr. Ronald Wheeler has been providing quality dental services since 1987. You can contact Wheeler Family Dentistry at 866-605-1169 for more information or to learn more about Wheeler Family Dentistry. By the Bank of Okolona. It's a hometown bank that has been serving Okolona and the surrounding communities for more than 75 years. Whether it's a personal deposit account or a business loan that brings you to the Bank of Okolona, we can help.
Are you looking for a better job? Let Itawamba Community College help. ICC has the programs to train you for careers in automotive, diesel, and collision repair technology that's in demand now. In fact, we're the only community college in the state that offers digital volt ohm meter certification in each of these programs. ICC's transportation programs utilize the state-of-the-art training equipment and lab facilities. For more information, call us today or check out our website. Your future starts here at ICC.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by First American National Bank in Fulton, doing business the old-fashioned way. First American National Bank with convenient locations all over Northeast Mississippi. By the Subways in Fulton. Subway, eat fresh.
More than 1 million individuals have made the ultimate sacrifice for our country.
FM 95 sports coverage of ICC is sponsored.
As former Florida Congressman Alan Holmes said, America's fighting men and women sacrifice.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we take you now down to Eaton Field for our special tribute to the Armed Forces here on Military Appreciation Night.
Price for this cause, as well as for those who are blessed enough to return from the battlefield unscathed. Tonight we honor our local heroes, and we thank them for their service to this great nation. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Army! States Coast Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Marines. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please all rise, remove your headgear as Itawamba Community College salutes our military for their special service to our country. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, honor our service members with a grateful round of applause. The United States Army, the United States Coast Guard, the United States Marines, the United States Air Force, and the United States Navy. Thank you for your service to this great nation of ours.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Jim, right there, if I don't give you goosebumps and you just don't have an emotion in your body.
No doubt about it, Adam. Very well done by the college. It's great for us to be able to recognize these people. And the real heroes are the people on the field. As we mentioned, all our service people that are here joining the festivities tonight, we are proud and happy they're here with us, and we appreciate them attending the game. We appreciate what they and their families do for the United States of America.
I don't know if you noticed, but I also noticed some of the band members, when their group came up, they put their instrument down and joined the rest of their colleagues.
Outstanding job. It's very well done by the college, and it's something we need to do every year, and it's a wonderful occasion. It's wonderful to recognize our heroes, here on the field, and it's great to see the different facets of all the military here, and it was a very, very special night, especially at halftime.
Absolutely. This is the McDonald's halftime report. We're going to step away and take a 2-minute timeout and be back with more right after this.
Itawamba Loans in Fulton is the oldest loan company in Itawamba County. Since 1978, President Gary Gray has been handing out loans of all kinds. Cindy Hayes is the office manager, while Teresa Mitchell is the secretary at Itawamba Loans. They're located on North Cummings in Fulton. The phone number at Itawamba Loans, 862-2123. That number again, 862-2123. Itawamba Loans in Fulton. ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by the Houston Banking Center. It's the new branch affiliated with the Bank of Okolona. The Houston Banking Center offers multiple services to assist our customers in all financial situations and is located at 321 West Madison in Houston. And by the Houston Monument Company. It's located on Highway 8 West in Houston. The phone number at the Houston Monument Company is 456-3093.
Let ICC help you find a new direction.
I'm Anita, and I'm in my 40s, a grandmother of 3. 4 years ago, like a lot of Americans, I lost my job. I just sat down and cried. My husband said, you're going to have to get your degree. The staff at ICC will ease you through the process of beginning college. If a grandmother of 3 can graduate from ICC, anyone can.
For your new direction, call ICC today or check out our website at iccms.edu.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by Davis Ford in Fulton. Need a new car, van, or SUV? Give Davis Ford a call at 862-3711. By Coca-Cola, Coke, and ICC. Now that's a winning combination.
WAFM, Amory, Aberdeen.
And welcome back to the McDonald's halftime report. Adam Gore, Jim Ingram on hand. And let's take a look at some of your first half stats brought to you by your Fulton Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Joey is a proud member of the ICC Athletic Hall of Fame and a member of the ICC Alumni Board.
No doubt about it. Joey's very big at this college, done a lot of things for the Fulton community, done a lot of things for Itawamba Community College, as a former, as we mentioned, All-American defensive lineman for President Mike Eaton when he was Coach Mike Eaton here.
Absolutely.
And Joey's very instrumental in the success of ICC.
Well, let's take a look at the Indian stats here. And 2 for 4, no yards passing, 1 interception, 6 rushes for 26 yards, and the touchdown is Belton. Griggs 1 for 3 for 7 yards. McQuarrie has 10 rushes for 45 yards, and Bounds 5 rushes for 21. That's your stats for the Indians. For Holmes, Benson 2 for 5 for 14 yards, 4 rushes for 20. Massey has 3 rushes for 32 yards. You've got Turner, it looks like 9 rushes for 16 yards. Cunningham, 11 rushes, 29 yards. And then you also have Howard with 3 rushes for 12 yards for Holmes. So run and run and run some more.
Adam, I'm not sure if either team has 100 yards offense in the first half. I know the Indians don't, but they have a 7-3 lead at halftime, which is the key. But like you said, the passing yardage is nothing from either team. They're not throwing the football. They're trying to run the football. And like, it's very close. The Indians probably have, I'm guessing, 50 yards on the ground, and you're adding it up now. I think Holmes has close to 100 yards on the ground.
And I am adding up the stats. The Indians have 99 yards total offense, and just about got Holmes totaled up. You're putting me on the spot, Jimmy.
I'm
Ingram.
sorry, you come through.
109 yards total offense. So you weren't that far off. They're not that far across the 100-yard mark.
Both teams right at 100 yards total offense, which, you say, well, the offense is not doing a good job, but let's give credit to the defenses. They're stopping the run. Neither team's taking the chance throwing the football. It's kind of a grind-them-out game, and right now we got a 7-3 lead. And guess what? Sean Cannon will take a 7-3 win right now.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at some of your first half scoring brought to you by, once again, your Fulton Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Well, there's not a whole lot to go over here, Jim, so we've got some time to kill as you hear the chop playing in the background here at Eaton Field. In the first quarter, to 7:04 mark, a 31-yard field goal by Cole Ballard gave Holmes a 3-0 lead. We shift now to the second quarter. 6:11 to go, and then Belton found his way into the end zone on a six-yard run. Tyler Jackson, PAT, made it 7-3, and then, well, that's it.
That's it. And we've had 2 blocked field goals by each team in the last 2 minutes of the first half.
And that's been the theme of this contest for as many years as I can remember. You know, last year we went to Holmes, won 13-10. The year before that, they came here. That controversial call where they said it was a lateral, went back on the film. The MACJC head official said, yeah, that was a missed call, our bad. Well, it was returned for a touchdown and gave Holmes a 14-12 win on that one. So a tough break there for the Indians, but history, once again, proving itself to be true here, as this has just been a battle so far in the first half.
No doubt. It's a defensive football game. It's 3 yards in a cloud of dust. See who can come out on top. Don't turn the ball over. Right now, Jeb Miller's doing a good job punting the ball. Tyler Jackson, we feel good about our special teams in the kicking department.
Absolutely. So that's going to wrap up that portion of the McDonald's halftime report. We've got about 6 minutes to go here until the First American National Bank opening kickoff for the second half. We're going to step away for a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by Davis Ford in Fulton. Need a new car, van, or SUV? Give Davis Ford a call at 862-3711. By Coca-Cola, Coke, and ICC. Now that's a winning combination.
This is a speed date, so I'm going to keep it short. I need a man's man. Do you fit the description?
This morning I changed my oil, chased the mugger trying to steal a purse, then drove my monster truck to McDonald's for breakfast. I had a McCafe coffee with a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and hash browns.
Did you say meat and potatoes?
Yeah.
This one's all mine.
Start your morning with a tasty $1 sausage biscuit and enjoy our $1 small McCafe coffee every day.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by the Houston Banking Center. It's the new branch affiliated with the Bank of Okolona. The Houston Banking Center offers multiple services to assist our customers in all financial situations and is located at 321 West Madison in Houston. And by the Houston Monument Company. It's located on Highway 8 West in Houston. The phone number at the Houston Monument Company is 456-3093. Itawamba Loans in Fulton is the oldest loan company in Itawamba County. Since 1978, President Gary Gray has been handing out loans of all kinds. Cindy Hayes is the office manager, while Teresa Mitchell is the secretary at Itawamba Loans. They're located on North Cummings in Fulton. The phone number at Itawamba Loans, 862-2123. That number again, 862-2123. Itawamba Loans in Fulton.
And welcome back to action. Our first McKick for McBucks, and we have a winner. Cameron Shumpert of Fulton picks up some McBucks from McDonald's, and I tell you what, we may want to look into signing him up. His punt went from the end zone. He kicked it from the goal line. It was about a 54-yard kick. Well, he lines it up at the, what do you say, he stepped into it right around the 45. Well, he threw the thing through the back of the end zone. First time we've ever had that happen, so we was like, well, let's just back him up to the 10 and let him kick it. He kicks it through the uprights, and now he's got some McBucks coming his way, and congratulations, Cameron.
Congratulations, and I hope we keep this rolling at all our home games. I think Cameron's been practicing a little bit before this.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, he got a big high five from Jeb Militer and Tyler Jackson there after making that kick. We've got about 3 minutes to go here. Jim, let's just keep it here and just talk about your thoughts heading into the second half.
Adam, we're looking at a mistake-free game. Besides the 2 blocked field goals, I think we're still going to see both teams trying to run the football, take advantage of the running game. Another key element is field position. We've got a 7-3 lead. I don't look for either team to come out and start throwing the football. The first half analysis, first half stats show that each team tried to run the football and not throw it. I look for the same defense and run the football.
And that was a first half analysis of the second half, brought to you by Houston Banking Center. Jim Ingram with that input there. Let's take a look at what's coming up at ICC, brought to you by Ron Wheeler Dentistry. And soccer set to host Holmes tomorrow, so I don't know if SID Steve Diffie will just spend the night in the press box or what he's going to do, but the Indians looking to rebound after their first loss of the season against East Central 1-0 last week. The Indians are hoping to rally and get back on the winning ways in division play.
Indians played very well. We've been very proud, of course, and of course, excuse my analogy, I'm not an expert in soccer, but our defense and, of course, our goalie, our keeper has played extremely well. Ben's been outstanding this year, and we've been in every contest. Of course, we've won most of them. We lost 1-0, but we've been very well defensively.
And speaking of that, let's take a look at the ICC Spotlight brought to you by your Tupelo State Farm agent, Rich Potter. Well, we have Ben Schaefer, as you mentioned, was MAC JC Goalkeeper of the Week for the second time this season, and Anthony Fernandez was the MAC JC Offensive Player of the Week, and that's our ICC Spotlight brought to you by Tupelo State Farm agent Rich Potter. I tell you what, we've got a few seconds left here in the McDonald's halftime report. Let's take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back with the second half kickoff brought to you first by First American National Bank. 7-3, the Indians leading over Holmes here at halftime.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by Trustmark Bank in Tupelo, Fulton, and Columbus. Trustmark is a Mississippi-based bank. Yes, it's a large regional bank, but managed
commercial and then the
locally
intro to
by the
open up the
Baptist
second half.
Union on the Fulton campus. The VSU is the oldest, largest, and most active religious club on campus, serving ICC students since 1954.
And by your Fulton Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Let Joey help you with all of your insurance needs. Go with the home team, Joey Cox and Fulton Farm Bureau. ICC Sports on FM 95 is presented in part by Parks and Parks Well Service. For complete water supply services, check out Rayburn Parks and his crew. They're located in Houston. The phone number is 456-2011. And by Etowamba Loans in Fulton. President Gary Gray runs the oldest loan company in Etowamba County. It's on North Cummings in Fulton. The phone number at Etowamba Loans is 862-2123.
FM 95 sports coverage of ICC is sponsored by McDonald's, Itawamba Community College, Davis Ford, Coke, First American National Bank, Ron Wheeler Dentistry, the Baptist Student Union, and Itawamba Loans.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the second half of play. ICC leading the Holmes Bulldogs 7-3 here on Military Appreciation Night at Eaton Field. And, Jim, we had a great halftime performance by that ICC All-American Band.
Adam, I believe people will talk about this for a long time. Great job, as we know, by our All-American Band, but great seeing all the military on the field, honoring them, honoring their families. It was just a great time at halftime, and I hope it carries over to us winning this ball game, but there's great memories at halftime honoring our military.
Absolutely, and if you're listening on the radio, obviously you weren't able to see it, but you heard it. But we will bring that to you next week on LetsGoICC.com, our YouTube channel as well, so you want to be sure and check that out. Well, we're getting ready for the First American National Bank opening kickoff to start the second half. ICC won the toss, elected to defer, and they receive here to start the second half. Man, that would have been big if we could have come away with 3 points and then open up this drive with a touchdown here, because the Holmes offense is not one of those that's really built to make a big charge coming back with their run style. So if you think you can get a 2-score, 14-point lead, you can feel a little comfortable.
No doubt, Adam. If we got a 10-point lead or something more than 7 points, we'd put them in an uncomfortable situation, having to come out and throw the football and get out of this veer option.
So now Spell will be set to tee this one off, and we got the First American National Bank opening kickoff of the second half, and we are on the way. Varnado with the return. He's out, gets it to the 10, now breaks it to the outside. One man to beat, slips past him, out to about the 31-yard line. So a nice return of about 21 yards that time by the freshman from Calhoun City.
He's done that twice now. Run the ball out to, I think, the 31, 32 both times. Catches the ball about the 10, goes forward about 20 yards. Gets us in pretty good field position. Let's see if we take advantage. Let's see if we continue to run the football.
So it'll be a first down and 10 here. A Coca-Cola first down for the Indians. Ball is going to be spotted at the 31-yard line as we've got Belton back in at quarterback. We've seen them flip-flop between Belton and Griggs tonight. This looks like McQuarley will be the running back. 2 receivers up top. It's like a 2 tight end set as well for the Indians. The give is going to be to McQuarley. He's going to try to get to the outside. Now turns it up the field. He's hit and flipped almost end over end. A gain of 5 on the play from the freshman from Meridian.
Kept the ball on the ground, gave the tailback on the tailback around the left end. Good solid yardage, good blocking by our interior lineman. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5, Adam.
And that's what you like to see, significant gain on first down. And as you said, Jim, 2nd and 5. ICC leads this one 7-3. We're just underway here in the second half. Give is to McQuarrie once again. He lets the hole set up. Now he breaks it to the outside, cuts back, one more man to beat, and he just gets tripped up just shy of the 50-yard line, as that looks to be a gain of about 12 on the play for McQuarrie.
Young made the tackle, but it's a 13-yard gain, Adam. 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 49-yard line. We just started the second half. 14 minutes left in the third quarter, 7-3 Indians.
That is a Coca-Cola first down for the good guys. Ball near midfield. Belton going to keep it this time. Design keeper from the get-go is going to be hit and drove out of bounds after a pickup of about 3, maybe 4 on the play. We'll see where they officially mark the football. We're going to call it a 3-yard gain.
I believe you're right, Adam. 2nd and 7. We got great field position. We're at their 48-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Indians.
So 2nd down and 7 to go, as Jim mentioned here. We're not seeing an air raid tonight. It's been an all-ground attack from both these football teams. Pistol formation for the Indians. Give is going to be to McQuarrie. McQuarrie looking for a hole and makes one his own self and is driving guys forward. A gain of 5, maybe 6 on the play. That's going to be close to a first down. We'll see where they officially mark the football. They're going to say he's a little short on that. So after a gain of 5, that's going to be a gain of 4 on the play. And special shout-out to Dr. Jan Reed Bunch, Director of Community Relations, bringing a water to everybody up in the
She also serves food. I'm very impressed. We appreciate Dr. Bunch bringing us some fresh water as it's a hot night. Adam, on that play then, when we got the first down, I watched Marshall Eads and Joel Forster, two of the interior linemen. They got on the back of the runner and pushed them forward for 2 yards.
Absolutely. That was a 7-yard gain that time, as he was able to slip off that for McQuarrie. So a Coca-Cola first down for the Indians. And this has been all McQuarrie except for maybe one carry. And you see that time he battles for it. Actually, call it back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and a long 10.
You got to believe the defenses on both teams are going to start stacking the line and force you to throw the football. And we'll see if we take advantage of that. As you mentioned, no gains, 2nd down, 2nd and 10. We do have the ball at their 35-yard line.
So a 2nd down and 10 situation, 12:54 and counting. Indians trying to march down the field. This is E.J. Bounds, who is hit in the backfield, slips off one tackle. Now he's going to break to the outside, tries to get loose, and a good job turning what would have been about a 4-yard loss into about a 3-yard gain.
No doubt. He picked up 8 yards after the initial hit and got 3 yards of positive yardage, but it's now 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Big play here for the Indians.
So possession down here for the good guys, as Bounds is still in at running back. Belton still your quarterback. Trips at the bottom of your screen if you're watching on LetsGoICC.com. Looks like they're going to make a change here and get some calls from the sideline as after they looked and saw what the defense was going to give them. Remained in the same formation, just pretty much flip-flop E.J. Bounds from one side to the other. Belton dropping back to pass. Got a man over the middle looking to go long, and it's tipped. And nearly intercepted that time by the Bulldogs. And so a break there as the pass goes in and out of the hands of Jamal Veazey. And so to bring up a 4th down and long situation here, it looks like the Indians are electing to possibly stay in and go for it here. No, now they're going to bring out the kicking team.
Adam, it looks like it's too far to go. You got 4th down and 8. You want to flip the field. The ball's at the 33-yard line. That'd be a 50-yard field goal, but I think the safe play is try to punt it deep. And Jeb Millender has proved to us before that he can do it.
Absolutely. I was thinking if the wind was blowing like it was earlier, might give it a shot. But instead, they're going to elect to punt this one away. Jeb Millender, got to think a candidate for a possible All-American punting, steps into this one. The wind does catch it. And it could possibly take it to the end zone, and it is going to do so. Man, there was just a big gust of wind as soon as he put a foot into it, carried it through the back of the end zone. This one will come out to the 25.
No doubt. And Jeb did a good job, just couldn't get the stop, still got the ball into the end zone and forced them to start from their own 20-yard line.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation. As not sure we're hearing another ball game coming in over our broadcast right now. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 situation, a Coca-Cola first down. Quarterback, little miscue there. A late flag comes in the game as the ball hits the turf, as we'll take it to the field to see what this call is going to be. I believe this one may be motion on the offense.
Number 8, offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
Adam, the play never got off. It was motion before the snap, so that's why they called the play dead. It cost them 5 yards. 1st and 15 for Holmes from their own 15-yard line. We got 11 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third quarter. ICC 7, Holmes 3.
So to break up a first down and 15 situation now here for the Bulldogs. Man in motion. Give is going to be actually quarterback keeper as a fake to give up the middle, and the quarterback gets it out past the 25 out to about the 26-yard line. So a gain of 11 on that carry, as that was Bernardo on the tackle for the Indians.
You know, Benson's a good-looking athletic quarterback, and he made a good read option to the left side, broke a couple of tackles, gained 11 yards, good run for him. Second down, 2nd and 4 for Holmes. The ball's at their own 26-yard line.
So the Indians need to find a way to get a stop here. Confusion in the backfield. He's hit and drugged down. The ball's free, though. The Indians scoop it up. They're trying to drag it in the end zone. And guess who is Johnny on the spot on the play? You can hear the fans in front of us. That is the sophomore from Shannon, Devin Gillian, with the fumble return inside the 10-yard line.
What that was, Adam, is simple robbery.
Yes.
Xavier Pegues had the quarterback stood up, and Devin Gillian, smart football player, just yanked the ball out of his hands. Robbery, but it's fair in football. 1st and 10 Indians, 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mark that one down for a possible Pisons play of the game, or at least play of the quarter, if you will, as that was a big, big play there for the Indians. Now the Indians looking to cash in. 1st down and goal to go. Give is to McCorley. McCorley, nothing there up the middle. He fights forward, a gain of maybe a yard. Actually, going to give him a gain of 3. I thought he was stacked up in the line of scrimmage, but did a good job by that offensive line getting a surge and pushing forward for a gain of 3.
2nd and go, Adam. The ball's at the 5-yard line. We need to take advantage of this. A key turnover, and we talked about that at halftime. Run the football, and turnovers could be big in this ball game.
So 10:40 and counting. 7-3 is your score. The Indians knocking on the door. The ball is at the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal to go for the good guys. Got a man in motion. Looks like Higgins. Looks like we're going to give them a little taste of their own money here with a little option. Belton, though, that one was strung out nicely. Belton may be getting back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark the football on that play. Yes, no gain on the play. 3rd down and goal to go from the 5.
Good play by the linebacker Bennett for Holmes Bulldogs, and this is a big play. 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
So we'll see what the Indians elect to do here. A lot of options for the Indians here. Out of the pistol formation. Higgins in motion, going to the bottom of your screen if you're watching on LetsGoICC.com. Quarterback pass out to the flats, and it's almost intercepted. An amazing athletic play that time by Holmes. That was Spencer, who went up, actually had it for a second, but when he fell to the ground, it came loose. I tell you what, we got to give credit where credit due. That was an amazing athletic play.
That's a great play by the defensive back, because it looked like we're going to try to run the dive again. He faked it to the tailback. He was open. And he lopped it a little bit, and the defensive back recovered, knocked it away. We got a little 22-yard field goal. Let's knock it through, Tyler Jackson.
Well, last attempt by Jackson was blocked by the Bulldogs, each team with a blocked field goal attempt here. As Jim mentioned, a 22-yarder coming up here for Jackson. Snapback is a good one. The kick is up, and it is no good. Wow. Wide left as he hit that one a mile high, so a tough break for the Indians. 9:46 to go here, 7-3. We've had our opportunities to put this game away, but once again, we're just not taking advantage.
We had opportunity then because we stopped them, had 1st and goal at the 7-yard line, and we came away with no points. Give credit where credit's due. Holmes made a good stop, stopped us 3 plays there. Jackson missed the field goal. He usually knocks that in. You got to recover from this. You're still up 7-3. Play good defense.
So it'll be a Coca-Cola 1st down. The ball is going to be marked at the 20. Got to wait for the chain gang to get set up along the way. As we have flags a-flying once again here. And we'll see as we take you to the field once again to see this one. What this one. Well, it's kind of confusing what they were going to call because they started walking it off against the Indians while the official was calling it on the Bulldogs. So I was a little confused there, but hey, break for the good guys as it does. March this one back 5 yards. 1st down, 15 here for the Bulldogs. ICC leads it 7-3. 9:45 to play here in the 3rd. Quarterback keeper, he's getting stretched up, and he's going to be hit and driven to the ground hard that time by Trev Miller, and we've called his name a lot tonight.
We have. Trev's played very well in the middle. He's a backup defensive lineman, but getting a lot of time tonight. Stopped him for a 1-yard gain. 2nd down, 2nd and 14 for Holmes. The ball's at their own 16-yard line. ICC up 7-3 with 9 minutes, 20 seconds left in the 3rd period.
Give him a gain of 1 on that play. 2nd down to go here. Once again, as we talked about, this Holmes offense is not really built to move in a hurry here, as they've got a long way to go. 9:09 to play, 7-3 Indians lead. Back to pass, out to the flats. It's floated out there just too high. It falls incomplete. So to bring up a 3rd down and 14 situation for the Bulldogs.
And Chris Newsom was open for Holmes. He just overthrew him. Big play here for the Indians. 3rd down, 3rd and 14. Indians got Holmes backed up at their own 16-yard line.
So possession down here for the Bulldogs. The ICC defense trying to get back off the field. They're giving their offense plenty of opportunities tonight, but the Indians have yet to be able to cash in. Look like 2 guys in motion once again. Quarterback keeper the whole way, and guess what? There's nothing but a sea of red back there in the backfield. And let's call his name again, Trev Miller leading the way on that.
No doubt, Trev is playing very well here in the 3rd quarter. We stopped them again, 4th down, 4th and 15 from the 15-yard line. Should get good field position. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left in the 3rd period.
So to be a punting situation here for the Bulldogs, is once again they kind of run that delay getting them on the field. Want to give a special shout out to Drew Coleman doing our stats tonight, James Puckett running the camera here on Let's Go ICC, Jim Ingram, the color commentator, the director of the ICC Foundation. They're going to actually fake it this time as they run that rugby-style kick. It's going to pick up the 1st down and then some, and that time the Indians look like they went for the block up the middle, but a big run there for the pick up of the 1st down. The second time we saw them do that rugby-style kick, and it turns into a Coca-Cola 1st down.
I am shocked. 4th and 15 from your own 15-yard line. Of course, they've got a defensive back there. I think that's Massey, who's a freshman. He's got a lot of speed, and he saw the right side open, and he took advantage. 1st and 10 Holmes at their 34.
So the ball, as Jim says, on the 34 after that Coca-Cola 1st down. New life here for the Bulldogs. Looking to pass once again. It's broken, or excuse me, no. I thought, no, it's out of bounds. Okay, and look, he brought it in for a second. I thought he was sacked as the quarterback basically halfway to the ground just threw that one up. Almost a great play there by the receiver, but a good job for that one. Or good break, I guess you could say, for the Indians. That one falls incomplete. Quentin Lane on the coverage really got confused there that time as there was a wide open Bulldog for a big gain.
No doubt, and good credit to Vincent, the quarterback. Almost got it to the player, but he was out of bounds when he caught it. 2nd and 10 Holmes.
Bulldogs, once again, now they're going with more wide receivers in this game. They're going to give this to the long running back. That's going to be Cunningham. He is hit, and he is tackled after a 1-yard gain, and that is going to be number 11, Larry Jefferson,
made by number 11,
on the
Larry
tackle.
Jefferson.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 9 situation. You heard some of the Gillian fan club below us not agreeing with that, but it was Jefferson on the tackle.
I think Gillian was around the ball also.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 9 situation. Possession down here for the Bulldogs. And there's the option to the outside. It's going to be strung out nicely that time. Good job by the Indians. Coming up and making the play, number 4, Quinn Tiggs. Minimum gain of about 1, maybe 2 on the carry that time for the Bulldogs.
4th and 7, and Adam, I bet you our defense will watch the punter this time.
Most definitely.
I will be shocked if there's a fake punt this time.
Absolutely, and the PA announcer giving credit to Gillian on the tackle, and, well, I think he was doing that after the last one, kind of poke a little fun at the fans because he wasn't even on the field. But either way it goes, it's going to be a 4th down. We'll call it a long 7 situation here. Once again, the same kickers in there that had that rugby-style kick that turned into about an 18, 19-yard gain for the 1st down last time. Indians, though, like they're going to play the return. The kick is away. It's going to hit at the 35, roll inside the 30, down to about the 26, 27-yard line is where the Indians will have it. 1st and 10 here with 6:39 to go in the 3rd quarter. 7-3 is your score. Let's take a look at what's coming up at ICC, brought to you by Ron Wheeler Dentistry. We'll be on the road next week, Saturday. Another Saturday game, Jim. Will be the 2nd of 5 Saturday games this season. We travel to Northwest.
Looking forward to it. And Northwest is one of our rival teams. They play us hard every time. We look forward to the trip next Saturday. Let's take advantage tonight, win this one, and then get ready for Northwest next week.
This is going to be a give to Bounds up the middle. Breaks off one tackle, weaving his way forward, fighting out past the 35, out to the 36-yard line. Nice pickup that time by the freshman out of Water Valley.
No doubt. Bounds ran hard. I believe he got 8 yards. So 2nd down, 2nd and 2 for the Indians at their own 36-yard line.
So very manageable second down situation here for the Indians. And the give, once again, is to Bounds. He's going to fight it forward. It's going to spin forward. It's going to be close to a possible Coca-Cola first down. They're actually going to give him a gain of 3, needed 2. So that is, if you do the math, a Coca-Cola first down.
No doubt. First and 10 for the Indians at their own 38-yard line. Again, 6 minutes left in the third quarter. 7-3 ICC over Holmes.
So it'll be a first down and go after that Coca-Cola first down. Bounds, excuse me. And there's going to be a face mask tacked on to the end of this one. So that's going to be a big pickup and then some. After a gain of what looks to be 8 on the play. It was a gain of 8. It will go to the field.
Number 8 on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
And there you heard it. Tackle 15 more yards. And that's another Coca-Cola first down to the Indians. Once again, driving here. We've seen it time and time again tonight, but unable to cash in.
You're right, Adam. And Kamara made the play for Holmes, and he grabbed the face mask, and he was the last man left because Bounds had broken the line of scrimmage. Great field position for the Indians. We're at the 38-yard line of Holmes.
So it's a Coca-Cola first down here for the Indians. 5:52 to go here. 7-3 is your score. McQuarrie back in the game. He is dragging guys down the field. He takes the ball out to about the 35-yard line, making a pickup of 4 for McQuarrie. I tell you what, that kid runs hard.
Runs hard. And what we're doing, Adam, we're spreading out 4 wide receivers out wide. So they got to send 4 defensive players, and we're saying we're going to block you, your other 7 players inside.
81 yards total rushing in the night for McQuarrie. Belton dialing up down the middle. And that one falls to the ground incomplete. Once again, just kind of floating that one out there. I'm telling you, you can't do that in this league because there's too many great players.
No doubt about it, Adam. And we tried to mix it up then. We had 4 wide outs. We've been running the ball with 4 wide outs. That time we ran some patterns. Tried to hit the fly pattern underneath, and he just wasn't open, couldn't get the ball to fall.
So third down and 5, or let's call it 6 to go. Long 5, short 6. As the Indians now changing the play up at the line of scrimmage. McQuarrie switching sides with Belton, who has been your quarterback. We've seen Griggs from time to time for the Indians. And it's going to be a give to McQuarrie up the middle. He is stacked up at the line of scrimmage. A gain of 1 on the play to bring up a 4th down and 5 situation here. Decision-making time once again for the Indians. It's like we're going to try to punt this one away and play the odds and pin them back deep.
That's what we're doing all game. It's been a field position game for both teams. Jeb Millender, we're going to let him punt it again from the 34-yard line. Of course, that'd be a 51-yard field goal. It's too far. Try to punt it again, get them pinned down inside the 10-yard line.
Absolutely. As the wind has been in the back of the kickers, we saw a big gust come up, and now it's picking up. It looks like it's blowing across the field in this situation. So Jeb Millender will step into this one as he's standing at the 49. Now pops this one up. The kick is a high kick. It's going to hit and take an ICC roll, but nobody, well, no, they're going to say it's a touchback. I thought we had a great job slapping that one in, but nobody could spot the football as it hit the turf and just hit the ground running.
Adam, it's unfortunate because we had 4 or 5 guys down there, and he put it up high enough. To be honest, we should have stopped that ball inside the 5. We just didn't make the play. It did hurt us. They got now first down at their own 20.
It was, again, as you said, nobody really just looking around to spot the football as they could have really pinned them back deep. So now the ball's going to come back out to the 20. We're going to be a Coca-Cola first down here for the Bulldogs. And once again, Jim, anything you can do, I can do better. But tonight the game has been on the shoulders of the defense.
No doubt about it. And we've got some fresh guys in. You look at Bramlett's in there. Waddell's in at linebacker. We're trying to rotate our linebackers and some defensive linemen.
This time they run a little screen out to the outside to number 1. He's going to be up the field and pick up a first down. A gain of 13 on the play. Just a little slip screen or a quick pass to the flats that time. And that's a Coca-Cola first down.
Good job by Quinn Tiggs making the play on the end. Quinn Tiggs has been around the football a lot tonight, the freshman defensive back from Tupelo.
So it's a Coca-Cola first down. The ball is going to be spotted at the 34 for the Bulldogs. They're going to go with the passing attack. Quarterback looking to pass here. Nothing doing. Now he's rolling out to his left. He's going to cut it back up the middle. He's going to pick up the first down again. And once again, you saw a good coverage by the secondary. With that speed of the quarterback, able to scramble for 11 yards and pick up the first down.
He reversed his field. He caught a good block from offensive lineman. He got 11 yards. Give him credit. First and 10 Holmes at their own 45-yard line.
Another Coca-Cola first down as Quindarius Taggart on that tackle for the Indians. Ball is at the 45-yard line. 7-3 is your score. 3:50 and counting here in the third quarter. Man in motion going to the top of your screen if you're watching on Let's Go ICC. This is Mitchell Cunningham now on the carry. Bouncing to the outside and gets a good pickup of close to 5, maybe 6 on the play. Mass substitution by the ICC defense here. Try to get some fresh legs in this game.
No doubt about it. And give Mitchell Cunningham credit. That might have been his best run of the night. I think he got about 5 yards on the carry, but he broke 2 or 3 tackles, bounced it outside. Holmes making a good move here, got the ball now at midfield.
Trustmark Bank scoreboard update. Hines leading Pearl River 20-7. 8 minutes to go in the third. Second down and 5. Quick out pass is batted down that time. Nice job by number 34 for the Indians. That's Street coming up and making the play.
Good play by Street. They're trying to fool us. They've been running the ball. They tried a quick pass across the middle. Calvin Street knocked the ball down. Third down, 3rd and 5 for Holmes. We got 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. So your scores: ICC 7, Holmes 3.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 5 situation here. You see Coach Cannon trying to get the Indian faithful behind the ball is at midfield, needing a big stop here. Quick out pass, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Gillian. He breaks it back out, and I tell you what, Cannon was asking for somebody to step up and make the play, and the sophomore from Shannon picked that big time.
Devin Gillian, as you mentioned, got several family members in front of us. You can hear us. Gillian makes a big-time play. Let's take advantage of this turnover. We got a 1st down inside their 35-yard line. 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
We have an injured player down the field for Holmes. We're going to take a 30-second timeout as the North Mississippi Medical Center going out to check on that Bulldog there. 7-3 is your score. 3:12 to go. Indians with some momentum here in the third. Back with more right after this.
This ICC athletic broadcast is brought to you in part by Wheeler Family Dentistry on South Adams in Fulton. Dr. Ronald Wheeler has been providing quality dental services since 1987. You can contact Wheeler Family Dentistry at 866-605-1169 for more information or to learn more about Wheeler Family Dentistry. By the Bank of Okolona. It's a hometown bank that has been serving Okolona and the surrounding communities for more than 75 years. Whether it's a personal deposit account or a business loan that brings you to the Bank of Okolona, we can help.
And welcome back to actually, it appears to be an offensive lineman for the Bulldogs being helped off the field. Montez Hairston being helped off the field. Not able to put a whole lot of weight on that leg. He's already got a knee brace, so hopefully everything's all right with him. And we're not 100% sure if that's actually who it is, as his number was kind of covered up there. Well, the Indians with the football, 1st down and 10. Is going to be hit, stacked up behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of about 1 on the play. And Jim, you said it, as that was a carry by McQuarrie. These two teams are just basically loading up in the box, saying throw it if you want to, but you're not beating us with the run.
No doubt. And Adam, we've had now back-to-back turnovers, and we need to take advantage of this one. We've had the ball down inside their side of the 50. This will be the 2nd time after a key turnover. We've got a 2nd down, 2nd and 11. The ball's at the 38-yard line at Holmes 38. We need to take advantage of this turnover.
Belton is still in at quarterback. Play action fake, looking to go deep. Nothing there now. He's going to dial up. He's got one man, and that's going to be Bernardo, the Calhoun City native. Jim, I've said it once, I've said it twice. When in doubt, call a Calhoun County native out. As there's the freshman from Calhoun City going up and making the play. As I believe that was a 38-yard touchdown.
Bernardo, has been returning the kicks tonight. They're playing that wide receiver. He went up and caught that ball. Give the quarterback credit. Give Bernardo credit. Big time play. We threw the ball across the middle. We took advantage of that turnover. Big touchdown for the Indians.
As we have a little confusion on the kicking team coming in here. As now everybody's set. Tyler Jackson on for the PAT. Snap back's a good one. The kick is up. No, it's actually a low snap. Sharon Wright is going to try to run that one out. So the PAT failed that time. And so that's going to keep it a 10-point ball game, 13-3, 2:27 to go. The Indians leading the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. We're going to take a timeout. Be back with more right after this.
Right on the carry.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by First American National Bank in Fulton, doing business the old-fashioned way. First American National Bank, with convenient locations all over Northeast Mississippi. By the Subways in Fulton, Tupelo, Saltillo, and Nettleton. Subway, eat fresh.
By your State Farm agent in Tupelo, Rich Potter. Rich's agency is on South Thomas Street. Give him a call at 842-8112 and ask Rich about State Farm's tremendous reductions in auto rates and car loans.
And welcome back to action as the ICC faithful on their feet. The chop going here. I tell you what, it started by the defense. Devin Gillian's interception. The Indians struck right behind that with the big-time pass play to Bernardo for the touchdown. 13-3. Indians in charge now in the third quarter. 2:27 to play here with a lead over Holmes.
Right, Adam, and we've got this double-digit lead, and we're going to force Holmes to throw the football, which they're really not comfortable doing. I'm not saying they can't do it, but they're not comfortable doing it. Let's see. Let's force them.
This is a Jenkins Exterminating Company kickoff. Jenkins Exterminating in Fulton. Give them a call at 822-0404. Tyler Jackson steps into this one. A high kick is going to be fielded at about the 5, make it the 4-yard line by the Bulldogs. Looking to go upfield. Will be hemmed up quickly and dropped at about the 24-yard line. So a nice job by the Indians quickly getting down on coverage.
No doubt, and a good tackle by Bonner, the freshman defensive back from, I think, St. Petersburg, Florida, on the kicking team. On the 24-yard line, 1st and 10 for Holmes. And we've got a 13-3 lead, and one of the key players for Holmes, the guy that returned that kick, number 1, Dre Massey, is hurt, and he is also their punter, who also faked the punt earlier in the third quarter and got the first down. Outstanding athlete. Unfortunately, he's hurt on this play and limping off the field.
Absolutely. So he's taking his time getting to the sidelines. Nobody coming over really from Holmes to check on him. We do want to say a special thanks to the North Mississippi Medical Program. Jeff Dews, Donna Wesley doing a great job keeping all of our ICC athletes in prime condition each time they take the field or court there. First down and 10. Pitch out to number 21. He had a little trouble finding the football, and he is going to be hit and dropped quickly that time, as that's going to be number 11. That's going to be Larry Jefferson on the tackle.
Larry Jefferson having a good ball game. Stop the runner, no gain, 2nd down and 10. Adam, we got 2 minutes left in the third quarters. ICC 13, Holmes 3.
No gain, as Jim mentioned on the play. The clock continues to roll, and that's a big-time favor for us, as it needs to run here. 2nd down and 10. Holmes, once again, taking their time as there's pressure coming off the end. Pass out is complete, out to the 30, slips one tackle, out now near the 40, down to the 39-yard line, so making a gain of 19 on the play. Once again, Jim, we've talked about it time and time again. Had the tackle, but can't wrap up. Results in a Coca-Cola first down.
Give Holmes credit. Good throw and catch. Broke a couple tackles. 1st and 10 for Holmes at their own 39-yard line.
So that's another Coca-Cola first down for the Bulldogs. Late substitution by the Indians, but they were able to run Pegues off the field. Give is going to be to the first man through, and there is a flag down, and that may have been a break for the Indians because Cunningham found a seam in a hurry.
He did, and maybe we stopped, but I believe they're in motion. At least I hope they are. They are. First down and 15. They'll be at their own 34-yard line. Adam, we got 1 minute and 20 left in the third period. We're up by 10, 13-3.
Yeah, they've had those penalties called at crucial times tonight. That's going to be a march off 5 yards, breaking them a first down and 15 situation here for the Bulldogs. 13-3 as the clock now runs. 1:18 to go here in the third quarter. I want to thank everyone for tuning in here on 95.7 FM, as well as watching on LetsGoICC.com. Quarterback scrambling, looking to throw, nothing there. Now he's going to be hit and dropped. That's a Parks and Parks well services sack, and that one is knocked down by Klawan Street, the freshman from Charleston.
Good job by Street. He rushed around the right end, missed the quarterback first time. Quarterback ran back into him. He made the tackle.
A loss of 6 on the play, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and a really long way to go. Now inside 40 seconds here. The Indians defense have got their inner spear back, pinned back, I should say, and they're getting after them here defensively. 2nd down and 20 to go. Call it 21-22. Quarterback keeper from the get-go, and nothing doing there. And guess who? Trev Miller. I'll tell you what, we always pick our players of the game. Coach Sean Kennett's going to have a tough time picking them tonight.
No doubt. Trev Miller, I know we've called his name out at least 5 times for individual tackles, and all of it has been for negative yardage. Give the nose guard great credit. Trev Miller on the tackle again. 3rd down, 3rd and 20 for Holmes. And we're not going to play off. That's the end of the 3rd quarter, Adam.
And that's going to do it here after 3 quarters of play. The Indians lead 13-3. We'll take you to a break and be back with more right after this.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by Davis Ford in Fulton. Need a new car, van, or SUV? Give Davis Ford a call at 862-3711. By Coca-Cola, Coke, and ICC. Now that's a winning combination.
Okay, kids, road trip game. I'm thinking of a delicious yet affordable place to eat. 20 questions, go.
Is it McDonald's?
Yes, how'd you know?
There's a pen right there.
We're sitting in a McDonald's drive-thru.
Oh, okay. Drive-through lady. I'm thinking of a cold beverage. 20 questions, go.
Is it this large Coke that I'm handing you?
I see you people brought your A game.
Grab your friends and enjoy our quarter pounder with cheese sandwich extra value meal with medium fry and medium soft drink for only $5.
I'm thinking of a musical number.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
Participation may vary. Limited time.
WAFM, Amory, Aberdeen.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to start the 4th and hopefully final quarter of play. The Indians leading 13-3 over the Bulldogs here from Holmes. As we're getting set to go here, 3rd down and 21 to go. Dropping back to pass, it's going to be overthrown, and it's going to be intercepted. And that's Venardo.
Playing both ways tonight.
Well, he's coming from a 1A school in Gallo City, and that's what he's used to doing. And boy, he has come up big tonight for the Indians.
Bernardo has returned kicks, caught the touchdown pass, and now intercepted a pass on defense.
So Mr. Do-It-All is what we're going to call him. How about some Trustmark Bank scoreboard updates? Colin, 50, Delta, nothing into the 3rd quarter. Jones up over Southwest, 21-16, 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter of play. Those scoreboard updates brought to you by Trustmark. So it's going to be a 1st down and 10 situation here for the Indians. The ball is going to be at the 36-yard line. Belton still your quarterback. Belton's going to keep this time. Tuck it up, go up the field, breaks past one, breaks past another, out past the 45. There's a late flag down, though, as he gets at about a 12-yard gain, but hold everything as there's laundry on the turf. Well, that's how that hole got there so big, Jim. It was holding on the Indians.
Adam, we got a 10-point lead, 13-3. We got 14 minutes, 44 seconds left in the ball game. I believe we're going to keep running the ball, try to run some clock, wear down the defense since we have a 2-touchdown lead or a 10-point lead.
Absolutely. Like to see one of those 10-minute drives here, put 7 points on the board and put this thing to bed. So it'll be a 1st down and 10, or excuse me, 1st down and what do you want to call that? 18, 17? Let's go with 17. That sounds better. Belton with the keeper. He's going to follow behind McQuarley. He's going to be wrapped up after a gain of 2 on the play. Ball out to the 30-yard line is where the Indians will have it. 2nd down, and let's call this one 16.
Adam, we mentioned about turnovers, and we put them in a position where they don't like to throw the football, and he threw it up. We intercepted. I think we've gotten 3 turnovers here in the 3rd period, and we've been able to stretch this lead by 10 points.
14 minutes to play now. 13-3 is that score that Jim Ingram was just talking about. The Indians now giving Holmes a little taste of their own money here, going with a much more deliberate paced offense now. Under 14 to play. Play clock down to 6. Going to run that option. Now the pitch out, almost a shovel pass forward. Holmes did a good job of moving east to west and ran that one out. Got a little pushing and shoving going on after the play. The official's going to do a good job of coming in and breaking that one up. The Holmes player coming up wasn't too happy with that. Then you see Sean Cannon quickly getting his guy off the field, saying, look, walk away from it. If they start it, don't finish it, because it's always that second guy that gets in trouble.
Right, and we don't need a 15-yard penalty here in the 4th quarter being up by 10. Let's just play football. Just walk back to the huddle and play.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 16 situation here for the Indians. 13-20 and counting in the 4th quarter of play. 13-3 is the lead in favor of ICC. And it's going to be a design keeper by the quarterback from the get-go, spinning forward, and he is going to be dropped just shy of the 35-yard line. So let's give him a gain of 6 on the play. And so now they'll bring up a 4th down and 12 situation. You figure we're going to see Jeb Millender and company come out to kick this one away.
And this is a little unusual. We want Jeb to boom this one because we got our ball on this side of the field on our own 34. We need a big-time punt here. Pin them back, make them go to the length of the field.
Yeah, unfortunate situation right now. Jeb will be kicking into the wind. So we need to get a good spiraling kick here by the Indians. Play clock is down to 10 seconds as they go stand over the football. And now they're going to put it into play. Millender waiting for the snap, 2 seconds. Gets it off a sort of a lazy snap back. Another kick that's nearly blocked, but Jeb gets a good foot into it. Taking that to the 30-yard line. Now going backwards, going the wrong way, and there we go. That's what we needed. Ran forward to about the 33, tried to reverse field, and ended up at the 26. So that's what the doctor ordered.
No doubt, and guess who made the tackle? Devin Gillian.
Nice. I tell you what, we're going to have a hard time picking our player of the game tonight. There's been so many defensive players for the Indians tonight coming out and making some big plays. You would like to see the offense maybe come up and finish strong, get some momentum going into next week's game at Northwest. But 13-3 is your score right now. 12:15 to go in the 4th quarter. The Indians looking for their first win of the season. I tell you what, Jim, a lot of the ICC faithful sticking this one out.
They're still here. They've been impressed with what they've seen tonight. I think it's a special night, well, Military Appreciation Night. So they want to stay here for the festivities, to enjoy the ball game. We're in the 4th quarter. We got a 10-point lead. We got a chance to go up 1-0 in the North Half Division.
And there's apparently a penalty on that play as well. So they're actually going to back it up inside the 15 is where the Bulldogs will have it. Pass out to the flat is complete. Going to be hit and taken down just past the 20-yard line. So the Bulldogs now out of their comfort zone, having to go to the air attack here, as the clock is going to continue to run. Said he did not get out of bounds before his forward motion was stopped.
And Bramlett, the freshman linebacker from Pontotoc, reserve linebacker, made the stop for the Indians.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down, and we'll call it 3 situation to go here. Wow, you got to be kidding me. How about this? East Mississippi 69, Coahoma 7 at half. That's just a bit uncalled for. And there's a give up the middle, and it's going to be broken for a big play here. India's going to come up and make a stop. That is going to be a gain of 20 on the play, so that brings up a Coca-Cola first down.
That was Howard, the freshman running back from Spanish Fork, Alabama, and Bramlett made the tackle again for the Indians. But like you said, Adam, 1st and 10 Holmes from their own 44-yard line. 11 minutes, 15 seconds left in the ball game. ICC up 13-3.
Northeast Northwest tied at 19 with 8 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. That's your Trustmark Bank scoreboard updates. Coca-Cola first down for Holmes. Now looking to pass, looking to go deep. Got a man, and it's just off his fingertips. Once again, we've seen a lot of teams go after Quentin Lane, and that time the Holmes Bulldogs doing it again.
He did, and it went off his fingertips. Lane was there back there with him, had good coverage. Passed a little bit high, incomplete. So we got a 2nd down, 2nd and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Quinn Tiggs will replace Lane in the secondary. Clock is stopped. 11:01 to go here. 13-3 is your score in favor of the Indians. Man in motion coming to the bottom of your screen. It's going to be a give to the first man through. Had him in the backfield, but he's able to squeeze his way forward for a gain of about 4 on the play. As I believe that was number 32 for the Bulldogs. That was Howard.
No doubt about it. And Jefferson got on the tackle along with Benny McCall, stopped them after a 4-yard gain. Big play here, Adam. 3rd down, 3rd and 6. 11 minutes left in the ball game. 13-3 Indians.
We've asked a lot out of the defense tonight, and they've come up big when we need them to. This is going to be another situation looking for the defense to get off the field here. Back to pass. Out in the flats is complete. It's going to be a Coca-Cola first down. As we'll see where they may actually have to measure this one. I thought his forward progress gave him enough room to get out past the first down marker. They're going to look at this one and maybe measure it. No, they're going to go ahead and say that's a Coca-Cola first down.
They got great eyes because I would have measured that one, I think. But again, 1st and 10, Holmes from ICC's 46-yard line. 10 minutes left in the ball game. 13-3 Indians.
So it's a Coca-Cola first down for the Bulldogs. Once again, not really in a hurry-up style, but they're a little bit quicker of pace. As looks like they're going to try to run that option. Nothing there. Now the quarterback in trouble. He's going to be hit. And actually the ball's free. And the Indians scoop it up. This is going to be, I believe, Chance Menotti off to the races. He is going to be hit and dropped down just short of the 5-yard line. Man, what can we say about the Indians' defense tonight, Jim?
Great defense. I believe that's the 4th turnover in the second half. Had the quarterback hemmed up. He tried to make a play. We stripped the ball. McNulty takes the ball all the way down to the 6. Let's punch it in and end this game.
Absolutely. The ball is there. Officially going to spot it just across the 7-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal situation here for the good guys. And Jim, as you said, you got to feel good with the touchdown here. Maybe go ahead and wrapping this one up in red and blue.
No doubt about it. And I believe we got an excellent chance here. Again, 1st and goal. The ball is at the 7-yard line. Let's punch it in.
The give is to McQuarrie. He's going to bounce it to the outside, turn up, bounces off one guy, and there's going to be a flag down. It just seems like every time we get something going, there's been a flag that just sort of deflates really both teams tonight.
It does, and I'm afraid this will be offensive holding against the Indians.
51 offense.
It is.
Yeah, and the officials call out numbers now, and that's just not good for number 51 of the Indians. That's going to be
Marshall Eads. No, and you know, you could just say holding offense.
Yeah.
Why do you call the number out?
Well, it's one of those where the coaches look back on the film, they hear it, and that's one of those where you're like, man, that's going to be a couple extra sprints in the morning. So.
Well, the coaches are going to know by looking at the film who it is anyway.
Yes,
but don't tell everybody in the stadium who it is.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a 1st and goal situation. Back up 10 yards. Now the ball's going to be spotted at the 7. Belton, still your quarterback. To give is going to be to McQuarrie. Looking to get to the outside. Now splits it forward. Breaks off one tackle. Breaks off another one. Slips forward and almost into the end zone. Down to the 2-yard line. And there, guess what? There's another flag. So
great effort by McQuarrie. He ran for about 15 yards.
We'll see what the officials want to call here as they're talking this one over. It looks like it's going to be against Holmes here. Like that's going to be a face mask on the Bulldogs, I believe. That was a
foul. Face mask. Number 3 defense. Automatic first down.
Well, automatic first down. The ball's going to be spotted on the 1 as he got it to the 2-yard line. So that was a 15-yard carry by McQuarrie. And you got to think right now the chop is going to get fired up. Let's see if we can't punch this one in with 9:20 and counting here in the 4th. McQuarrie with it. He is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Indy.
He deserved it. He made some great runs on that series. Indians, big touchdown, Adam. 19-3, 9 minutes, 14 seconds left in the ball game.
As you said, Jim, a big play there. As we talked about, for Holmes, they're not a fast strike team as the Indians setting up in the swinging gate. Holmes not set in time. They're going to run the screen out. That could have easily been pass interference, as the 2-point conversion is going to fall incomplete as he hit him before the ball got there. But either way it goes, pass incomplete, the 2-point conversion fails. 9 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the game. ICC leads it 19-3. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by the Houston Banking Center. It's the new branch affiliated with the Bank of Okolona. The Houston Banking Center offers multiple services to assist our customers in all financial situations and is located at 321 West Madison in Houston. And by the Houston Monument Company. It's located on Highway 8 West in Houston. The phone number at the Houston Monument Company is 456-3093.
And welcome back to action, ladies and gentlemen. 19-3 is your score. ICC leading the Bulldogs of Holmes Community College. 9:14 to play. Jim, the story of the night has been the defense.
No doubt about it. Defense has played very well. And the turnovers, we talked about turnovers as part of football, but we've taken advantage now of the last 2 turnovers by Holmes. They put the ball on the ground. They've thrown the ball up for interceptions. and we've caused some turnovers, and now we've taken advantage of them, and we've got a good, comfortable lead. The game's not over. There's 9 minutes left in the ball game, but it's 19-3.
Jenkins Exterminating Company kickoff coming here. Remind you to give Jenkins Exterminating Company a call at 822-0404. That's 822-0404. And we really like these kickoffs, especially after they follow these touchdowns for the good guys. This kick is going to be fielded at the 6-yard line for Holmes. He's going to bring it straight forward out of the back of the end zone. Now he sprints forward, out down to about the 40-yard line. And I tell you what, that one was just a sprint away from taking it to the house.
No doubt. We knocked it down about the 30-yard line. I'm trying to get the number. Is that number 1?
Yes. That is Dre Massey, who checked out with an ankle injury earlier, now is back in the contest. Obviously not missing a beat on that one.
Dre Massey, we got to give credit where credit's due. Dre Massey, on both of the interceptions, ran down both of our ICC players. He's got great speed. He's a good-looking freshman for Holmes.
So it's going to be a Coca-Cola first down from the 40 for the Bulldogs. They trail 19-3. Pass out to the flats is complete. There's going to be a gain of about 5, maybe 6. Let's credit him for 6, as that's going to be number 80 on the reception, Aaron Brown, a freshman from Natchez.
And Barnardo on the tackle, playing both ways tonight.
I'll tell you what, he's done that. He's played offense, he's played defense, he's played special teams. He's logging some minutes tonight.
He's played well. He's got a touchdown pass and an interception.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 5 situation here. Like we had movement early, as there's going to be a give to the first man through and nothing doing. Stack up for a loss of 1. That ICC defense pinning their ears back and getting after the Bulldogs.
No doubt about it. A big play by the defense. No gain on that one, Adam. The clock is running, which is key. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the ball game. 19-3 Indians over Holmes.
Trev Miller on that tackle for a loss. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 situation here for the Bulldogs. As once again, you sort of see the Bulldogs with no sense of urgency getting to the line of scrimmage. Looking for the wheel route. Pass across the middle is good for a Coca-Cola first down. The Indians recognized the wheel route, took it away, but a good job by number 80 for Holmes, as that is Brown that sort of drug across and found the open spot in the secondary.
Good job by Clifton Tupelo. The ICC defensive back made the tackle. However, Holmes did get a good completion. 1st and 10 Holmes.
So it'll be a 1st down and 10 situation after that Coca-Cola first down. The ball is at the 45-yard line for the Bulldogs. A little hitch and go. Quarterback's going to try to tuck and run. Nothing there. He's going to get a minimum gain. But the good thing about it is didn't get out of bounds, and the clock will continue to roll here. 7.5 to go in the 4th quarter. 19-3, the Indians up.
Bramlin on the tackle. The freshman for Pontotoc again knocked the quarterback down, along with Trev Miller. Made a good play. Gain of 2 yards there, Adam. That's all. 2nd down, 2nd and 8.
Clock is quickly approaching the 7-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. We do want to thank everyone for listening here on 95.7 FM. And remind you, you can listen to ICC Sports Update every weekday here on your commute to school or work. 2nd down and 8. Give is going to be to the long running back. That's going to be number 32. He's going to be stacked up and brought down by a whole host of Indians. Leading the way that time is number 40, Colton Bramlett, after a gain of 1. No, let's give him a gain of 2.5. Let's call it 2 as they keep moving the sticks back and forth across the way. Either way it goes, the clock continues to run, Jim, as it's going to be a 3rd down. Let's call it 7 to go.
No doubt. Good play by Bramlett and the interior defensive line. We're making them use some clock out here, Adam, and we've got a good lead.
So 3rd down and 7. Pass across the middle. Once again, just finding that open spot in that defense and moves the chain. Once again, a Coca-Cola first down for the Bulldogs.
McNulty on the tackle, our leading tackler on the team. Kept the player in front of him. However, it is a 1st down for Holmes. 1st and 10 Holmes at ICC's 32-yard line. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the ball game. ICC winning 19-3.
So that's another Coca-Cola first down. I want to say thank you to Bill Long and the Northeast Mississippi Coca-Cola bottlers for once again being a part of the ICC sponsor family this season for your football. Give is going to be to the long running back. He falls forward for a gain of 2 on the play. You're starting to see a little bit of the Indians, not sluggish, but a little slow getting up off the pile, taking and making them eat up as much of the clock as possible that time.
And Holmes is not in a hurry.
No.
So let them be slow.
Yeah.
And we're running some clock.
Well, now you're starting to see Holmes move up a little bit here in a hurry as you take a look at one of the Indians. That's going to be Xavier Pegues. He was actually asking to come off the field. As there's pressure coming, pass is going to be thrown nearly to Chief Winemaw, or the fans that are heading for the Essex Good job that time by number 77, Naquez Pringle, getting pressure on the quarterback and forcing him to throw that one out of bounds.
Big third down here, 3rd and 8. Ball is at the 30-yard line of the Indians. Holmes trying to cash it in here, and they need to score and score quickly. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left in the ball game.
Possession down here for the Bulldogs. Clock is stopped at 5:26. So we're, once again, I'm just confused by Holmes. They're not in any hurry. The play clock is down to 5 seconds now. The give is going to be to the lone running back. That's going to be number 32, Howard. He goes for a 1-yard gain, so that's going to bring up a 4th down, and we'll call it 5, maybe a short 6, long 5 to go here for the Bulldogs.
And Bramlett on the tackle again. He's making some tackles here on this series.
Well, you know, he's got some fresh legs in the game right now, so he is coming in and taking advantage of the playing time that he's gotten. He's probably earned himself a little bit more in the future. Under 5 minutes to play now here in the 4th quarter. 19-3, the Indians leading the Bulldogs of Holmes Community College. Back to pass, pressure coming up the middle. Sprints to the outside to avoid it. Now he's going to pass it downfield, and it's going to float out of bounds, incomplete. So the turnover on downs gives the Indians the ball back. And you see Coach Sean Cannon. He is fired up, yelling at his defense, and he is meeting them out on the sidelines, as he knew that was a big play there for the defense to get the ball back for the offense.
No doubt, Adam. We stopped that drive, and we're taking over the ball with 4 minutes, 45 seconds left, and we got a 16-point lead. Look for us to run the football the rest of this ball game.
So it will be a Coca-Cola first down here for the Indians. The ball is at the 29-yard line. Belton has pretty much gone the distance tonight. There's a give to McQuarrie. He is going to be hit and drugged forward. He went to the ground awkwardly that time. Yes, that was McQuarrie. He's a little slow getting up. One of those you may want to think maybe Anthony Brand or E.J. Bounds to finish this one out.
Let's get him a break. He's run the ball a lot tonight. To be honest, unless we turn the ball over abundantly here in the next 3 minutes, we should win the ball game.
Absolutely, and E.J. Bounds does check into the game. McQuarrie heading to the sidelines. Jeff Dews of the North Mississippi Sports Medicine Program went over to talk to him. He said, no, I'm good. And he's going to try to walk it off. So it's going to be a gain of 3 on the play by McQuarrie. 2nd down and 7 to go here. Belton with Bounds in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. As a give is going to be to E.J. Bounds. He fights forward out near the 35-yard line. Let's give him a gain of 3 on the play.
Good safe carry. Good positive yardage, Adam. 3rd down, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. We're running down to 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in this ball game. ICC control 19-3.
So the Indians, once again, they're taking their time, much like Holmes was doing in the first half of the game. They're doing a good job of getting the plays in, getting set up, getting the play clock down inside 10 seconds before they snap the ball. We're 3:30 and counting here away from our National Guard postgame report. 19-3, the Indians leading the Bulldogs of Holmes. Give is to Bounds. Bounds tries to bounce it to the outside. Nothing doing there, as there's going to be a hit and dropped for no gain on the play. A loss of maybe a half a yard, as we have some more Trustmark Bank scoreboard updates. 5:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. East Mississippi up 76-7 over Coahoma. They're heading to overtime up in Boonville. Northeast-Northwest tied at 19, and we have a final. Gulf Coast defeats East Central 35-7. Those are your Trustmark Bank scoreboard updates. And Jim, your scoreboard update right now is looking really good for the good guys. 19-3, 2:40 and counting. May take a timeout here and let this one go down as far as we can, and that looks like it's going to be the case. And they do call the timeout with 1 second left on the clock. 19-3, 2:34 to go. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is sponsored in part by Trustmark Bank in Tupelo, Fulton, and Columbus. Trustmark is a Mississippi-based bank. Yes, it's a large regional bank, but managed locally by the Baptist Student Union on the Fulton campus. The BSU is the oldest, largest, and most active religious club on campus, serving ICC students since 1954.
And by your Fulton Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox. Let Joey help you with all of your insurance needs. Go with the home team, Joey Cox and Fulton Farm Bureau.
And we're back to action. 4th down and 5 to go Jeb Millender into punt, and it's going to be backed up a little bit more. False start on the Indians.
No doubt we had a little bit of false start there, but hey, we'll take that now. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game. 19-3, good guys winning over Holmes.
Hey, all that's going to do is help Jed pad his stats. He can
That's
really
right.
step
That
into
way you
one
can
here.
really step into it. Doesn't have to hold back. Just kick the 70-yarder into the end zone. Just go ahead and do it, Jeff.
I like it. You know, I said during the Jones game, if he booted one into the inside the 20, I'd go down and shake his hand when he kicked 165 yards and it was down inside the 5. So I owe him a handshake. So Millender is going to step into this one. He gets it away. It's going to be hit at the 35, or actually make it to 37. And that one, Jim, once again, looking like a Kohlmeyer sandwich, hit and just backs up. No roll forward on that one, but a nice punt by Millender because he had a lot of pressure coming his way.
Let's make a good defensive stand here. 19-3, 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the ball game. Holmes has 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
A little confusion on who's coming in on defense for the Indians. So you hear the ICC All-America band getting fired up in this one. Holmes looking to pass downfield, nothing there, and he's going to go down for the sack. A Parks and Parks well-serviced sack, and that belongs to number 41, Quindarius Thaggart. And that's what the doctor ordered.
No doubt about it. Nice job by the defensive end. The clock is still running. Holmes does have 3 timeouts, but I don't believe they're going to use them right now, Adam.
Absolutely. Loss of 7 on the play, back to the 30-yard line. Once again, back to pass. The pocket collapses. The quarterback scrambles forward, gets out around the 35, make it to 36-yard line. And more importantly, though, now, Jim, the clock inside 2 minutes. Feeling really good about wrapping this one up in red and blue.
No doubt about it. Nice play. I believe that was Terrence Jones of the Indians. Knocked them down, keeping the players in front of you. The clock is still running. 3rd down, 3rd and 11.
Back to pass. The quarterback's rolling out of the pocket. Throw over the middle. It's intercepted. Devin Gilliam with his 2nd interception. He's still rumbling forward. Bounces off the quarterback who tries to tackle him. And now is brought down to the 20-yard line. And I tell you what, the Devin Gilliam fan club fired up in front of us once again.
Well, Devin's in the right place at the right time. 2nd interception of the night. And this is making it very difficult who we're going to choose as player of the game.
Tyrone Fox coming through with the Kohlmeyer crunch as he's heading to the sideline. Got to be proud of his secondary and his defense tonight, coming up with some big plays. Well, Jim, you got to think maybe a couple of runs and a victory kneel.
No doubt about it. Looks like we got a wide receiver back deep, and I think we're going to take a knee right now, Adam, which is a classy thing to do. There's no reason to go ahead and score. Holmes is not going to call a timeout. Minute 20 left. Let's just run the ball. Run the clock out, and I believe that's what we're going to do.
And that is going to be a knee taken by Belton. 1:14 and counting here, Jim. Let's go ahead and start preparing for the National Guard post-game report. Boy, it feels good to get that monkey off your back, picking up the first win of the season.
Big win, great crowd, great event, military night. We're 1-0 in the North, fresh season. It's a great night to be an ICC Indian.
Absolutely. We also want to say a special thank you to Tina Harlow back at the studio, James Puckett running the camera tonight for LetsGoICC.com, and Drew Coleman, our stat keeper tonight. Keeping up with some stats. Also, Lee Adams. Can't give his title yet because it's not official.
I got you.
Over there running Twitter as well as getting some videos, some photos tonight. And speaking of can't give titles yet, Ralphie Henry, our guy with the thing that takes video.
They're just volunteering and helping us tonight.
They want to be a part
guys.
of the ICC family.
We appreciate their volunteerism.
Absolutely. And celebrate ICC fans. The Indians win 19-3, the first win for head coach Sean Cannon in his head coaching career for the Indians.
Very sweet, Adam. A lot of positives here. 1-0 in the North Division at the home crowd. Get them to come back again, get excited. And we got a big game next Saturday, but we'll talk about that later. Great win tonight on Thursday night.
Absolutely. As the clock runs to 0, and it's now official. 19-3. The Indians pick up their first win of the season. More importantly, 1-0 in the North.
No doubt about it, Adam. That's what's most important. We played good football tonight, took advantage of the turnovers in the 3rd and 4th quarter, and that's the margin of the victory.
We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with more of the National Guard postgame report right after this.
ICC Sports on FM 95 is presented in part by Parks and Parks Well Service. For complete water supply services, check out Rayburn Parks and his crew. They're located in Houston. The phone